Magandang hapon, Summoners, and welcome back dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1, Week 3, Day number 2. And of course, we're live here dito sa Serious Kitten Studios, here to bring you more games and more action. Pero bago ang lahat, ako nga pala si Rubix ang inyong host for today. And of course, mukhang kumpleto yung Day 1 roster natin kasi I'm joined here by Giyang, of course, and Coach Rex. So guys, kamusta? Ano yan?
Kamusta? No, eto, malungkot kami.
No?
Di ba? Alam nyo
Wala
guys,
naman.
ang warm-up namin, kami into this broadcast is naglaro kami ng RG 5-man.
Oo.
So kalaro namin si Reby, ako si Giyang, di ba? Along with other friends. Pero men, kapag nakita nyo naman yung pangalan, Rebix ko.
Kala
diba?
nyo, screenshot yan, di.
Totoo yan.
Totoo yan.
Totoo yan.
Oo. Totoo yan. Yan o. So sa nakalaban namin, shoutout sa inyo.
Kapag ano
Yeah.
naman, maging gentleman naman
Pinuno yung
kayo.
araw namin ngayon.
Tama.
Warm up.
Yeah.
Kita, ang lungkot tuloy.
Pero at the same time, guys, you know, it's important now we stay on top of our game. But at the same time, that's why we're not in this tournament. Kasi this is for the pros.
Tama,
this is for the
tama,
aspiring pros.
tama.
Kaya nandito tayo sa desk.
Kasi puro dipit yung nakikita sa phone natin.
May rason kung bakit caster tayo. Host.
Tama,
Yeah,
tama.
exactly.
Hindi player.
Exactly.
Leave
But
it to
you
the
know,
players.
yeah, speaking of the players, of course, nandito na tayo ulit sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open. We're here, week 3, day 2. We have gone through 3 weeks of this and we're just about to wrap up today. And of course, we have 2 more exciting matches today. Pero bago ang lahat, we want to talk about what our players are competing for because every single week, nagle-level up sila. We really see them improve and you can tell how hungry and how wild the games are.
Yes,
Because
very wild.
again, they are playing for a 1 million peso prize pool. Of course,
Aldo.
500,000 for first place.
Grabe.
Oh, and second place naman makakuha ng 250,000. Third place natin at saka ang fourth place will take home 125,000 for a total of 1 million pesos.
Grabe. Kung first place ka,
Oh, nag-compute ka agad kung anong bibili, no?
so tag 100k, ilang pares na yun?
Ang dami nun.
True.
Divided by...
50, ganyan. 2 taon, araw-araw ka magpares.
Oh, parang 667,000. Pero ang pinakamaganda dito, guys, as we can see dito sa screen natin, guys, eto na yung mga standing kada
Grabe.
group, guys.
I love it.
That's
And as we
right.
can see, tinan nyo, SKL, 3-0, taking top 1.
That's right. And of course, you know, quickly going over sa teams natin. Yesterday, Citadel did announce that they would be backing out of the tournament. So all of their games will now be 0-2 in favor of their opponents. And today, WSE, sila dapat yung third match natin for today. But they unfortunately will not be playing today. So they withdrew from their game, meaning 2-0 in favor of their opponent. Pero they are not out of the tournament. They just backed out for today. But there's still a chance for them actually to make it sa playoffs qualifiers.
Oo, if mananalo ang Gensokyo against TSKR, I think kasi parang steady na kagad IX, top 1 na sa Group B, CKT, top 1 na rin sa Group A.
And meron din tayong registration.
Oy,
That's
ayan
right.
na!
Split 2.
Oo. I guess it's time, no?
Oh.
Para mag-register na yung 5-man natin kanina, Reby.
Guys,
Ayan.
parang we won't have anyone here on the desk if we join.
Tama.
Anong team name natin? Round 1 exit?
Round 1 exit. I-register natin sa Split 2.
R1X.
Guys, no,
Nice.
July 6 nga pala yan, guys. Take note, guys, July 6. So, ready kayo agad. Pag pinost yan, kailangan makapasok agad kayo.
That's right. And again, it starts on July 6. We still don't know when it's going to be ending. Pero again, get ready your 5-man team. And of course, again, yung prize pool natin ngayon, it's no joke. So you definitely want to make sure you get to be a part of Split 2. And of course, our players are playing for a shot to play to represent the Philippines all the way in South Korea. So again, Split 2 might be your shot.
Yun talaga eh.
Road to Seoul.
Korea. Oh.
Road to Seoul.
Road
Seoul
to
South
Seoul.
Korea.
Saan nga pala kay Raby Mendeja?
Okay,
Yun,
sabi
full
niya.
name.
Pero mainit.
Wow.
Ay, pero guys, mainit yung laban natin ngayon, guys. Kasi we have
Ang ganda
ito.
niyan.
Cubao, Korea versus UA1.
Yup.
One of the dark horses
Yup.
natin dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open. No? So kakalabanin nila ngayon ng Cubao, Korea. And if ever na manalo sila doon, baka hindi na sila dark horse. Mga top dogs na rin pala sila. And also followed by soft moves versus near end. Tapos syempre yung third match natin, yan na nakasulat na, di ba? WSE forfeited for wala, hindi available yung mga players nila. Sayang talaga.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you know, I can understand yung schedule conflicts. It does happen. Pero at the end of the day, there's still a chance for them. At least they didn't bow out of the entire tournament. So may chance pa rin sila. But of course, going in sa first match natin today, of course, we have Cubao, Korea. Again, one of the highlighted teams here.
Yeah.
One of the most positioned to win out of all. But again, they are going against yung
UA1.
sinabi mo, yung Dark
UA1.
Horse
Dark
natin.
Horse,
And
yeah.
I think that team has honestly made everyone, parang na-shock lahat sa performance nila.
Yep. I mean, they had an amazing performance last week even against MR, team nila Onops.
Oo.
Reach a game number 3, but it was one of the best series we've had so
Yeah.
far. Very intense matchup, and ito na nga, yung lineup nila ng UA1. I'm really proud of our players, especially dito kay Aloka kasi medyo late na naging transition niya into Wild Rift from League of Legends PC. I see him like really grind there before, tapos nung pumasok sa Wild Rift scene, it took some time, but now he's here as well, grinding towards the top, alongside with the members of UA1.
Oh.
Solid!
Oh, kasi imagine mo naman ang kaduobot mo si Cosmos.
Omsim!
Diba,
True.
Omsim? Diba? Talagang mabibit-bit ka niya sa panalo. Oh, grabe. Alam niyo naman yan, guys. Enchanter support gods yan. Si Kagawad.
Si Kagawad!
Si Kagawad dyan eh. Diba? Nakita naman natin kung paano niya na gamit yung skill set niya as a support main. I mean, Enchanter support para i-counter yung mga, yung team ng Mindanao represent.
I mean, at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's already also gotten quite a few MVP spots himself. So again, UA1 is definitely not a team to sleep on, not a team to underestimate. And again, I'm really hoping that we see this team go far because it's also nice to see new names and new faces dito sa Wild Rift Philippines scene. So really excited to see what their journey looks like dito sa Split 1. But of course, going into this match, of course, we are gonna be doing, we don't have predictions today, but maybe like on screen. Pero do we want to do predictions ourselves? Kasi I know this is a little hard.
Naturally, anyone would kind of go or lean towards Cubao, Korea. Some of the players and sila Hackers, sila Chinese. And sobrang batak na talaga. Alongside with Rox, one of the representatives of the Philippines last year. Pero ang ganda kasi ng run dito ng UA1.
Diba?
UA1. I'm a type of person that loves to go on the kumbaga David is still light, doon ako sa David.
Oh, diba? You
Doon
root
ako
for the
lagi.
underdog.
Doon ako lagi.
Diba? I think I agree with you there. Like, Cubao, Korea, I know these guys are so good. Pero yung story talaga ng UA1, I like it when they can defy the odds. So, I think I wanna root for UA1 here. Ikaw, Coach Rek.
Sa akin, ang isip ko is Cubao, Korea. Like, on paper, talagang lamang na lamang sila. Pero ang puso ko, nakuha na ni Cosmos. Cosmos fanboy na ako, guys.
So, sa'yo si Cosmo, sa akin si Aloka.
Sa'yo si
Para
Aloka.
nagkatugma tayo.
Ay, nagkatugma tayo. Yun na nga, guys.
When someone is dreaming, can't help but support them in their dream.
Siyempre.
Yun eh. Di pwedeng manatiling pangarap lang yan, kailangan matupad yan.
True.
Ika nga nila.
Kumbaga,
And this is a stepping stone. If ever matalo nila yung Cubao, Korea, solid.
at saka sobrang laki ng bearing na itong game na to.
Yeah.
Kasi kung sino ang makakuha ng panalo dito sa first series natin will have their chance sa top 2 slots. Which is alam naman natin na yun yung mag-move on papunta ng
Yun may
playoffs.
2-0, kumbaga.
Kaya ito yung importanting match ngayon on the side of, actually pareho sa kanila, UA1 as well sa Cubao, Korea.
That's right. So again, it's just, part 50-50 depending on who comes out on top. But of course, we're going into bands natin and you can see, I love na may stats tayo sa baba.
Yeah.
It feels so nice kasi this is what you can see trends in the Philippines. Again, and of course, kasi yung players natin, they will be competing in Korea eventually, which means this is also information for their opponents to study here to see what Filipino Wild Rift is like. But of course, sa bands natin, parang nothing too surprising so far. Pero kasi kahapon, Coach Rek, nandito ka. May any surprises sa drafts yesterday?
Sobrang daming nilabas na bagong draft kahapon, like Forgot versus Renekton match. Tapos yung ano ba yun?
May Urgot, may Ramos.
Ramos! Yan!
Yes,
I was surprised as well when I saw that ng page up. Kalaban nila yung high rank in Philippines, HRIP. That game 1 was insane.
Sobrang ganda pa ng performance ng Ramos. Like, nag-provide niya talaga yung CC.
Naka-Tormail.
Kahit na heavy AP yung
Oh my
kalaban.
God!
Diba? Pero gumagana eh. Yun talaga eh. And yun yung mga gusto natin makita dito sa Wild Rift Pilipinas Open. Kung saan maglalabas na sila ng mga pocket picks nila. Kasi lalo na, ito na yung game na kailangan nyo talaga ipanalo eh. And ito na yung better chance ninyo para kung
Wow.
meron man kayong mga pocket picks or last on pick kung tawagin natin, di ba? Ito na yung way nyo para ma-secure nyo yung slot. Pero syempre, Cubao Korea, first picking this Rice. Oh.
Very strong, I think, opening pick here for Cubao Korea. I think Rise is definitely it feels like a champion that you feel more in control of a game, especially. But of course, here on the other side, we have the Nidalee open once again. Very dangerous in the hands of UA1. But we're gonna see, it's gonna be a lock-in, pero who is going to be the... This is just the third time that Nidalee has been picked.
Oh, kasi lagi siyang band
Oh
eh.
my goodness.
Oh.
Pero again, 100% win rate pa rin. I'm a little scared here for Cubao Korea.
I'm actually surprised na hindi pinili ito ng Cubao Korea.
Cubao Korea,
Kasi Chinese is really good on this champion, of course. And
Oh, but the
that's why
Lee Sin.
one of the approaches though on dealing with the Nidalee or any other champions na malakas talaga, high damage equals malambot ka lang din eh. So, counteran lang sila, skill battle.
Yun,
Yeah.
at saka kinakatakot kasi ng Nidalee si hard engage champions eh. So, Vi, ganyan. Since band na yung Vi, ang mga alternative natin, meron tayong Ambessa, kaya katulad na napick dito ng Cubao Korea, as well as Camille, which is yun yung ginagamit talaga sa Nidalee. Kasi kailangan, ang weakness na kami dapat hindi siya rather Nidalee, hindi siya makapag-rotate ng skills. Kailangan isang gamit na, tapos ma-yatap niya na kagad siya, okay na yun. And yun yung mga skills na kinakailangan, I mean champions na kinakailangan. So maganda mga kagad dito UI1, no? Camille. Camel
Good lockdown champions, I would say, heavy front line ng UA1, very characteristic of their team, kung paano sila nagda-draft. And makakatulong yun sa kanila na ma-hold out muna yung Rise. Pwede isolate dito na kung sino gagamit ng Camille yung gagamit ng Rise. Kasi it's either Manila Nilam or si Aker.
Aker 1, oo.
Si gilid mo konti.
So parehong, so far, ang draft dito ng Cubao Korea is very aggressive and alam mo yun yung mga high skill cup champions, which is very much suits yung mga players nila dito kasi Manila Alinam, di ba? Chinese 1, Aker 1. Ito yung mga players na ang mga gamit, mga Akali, mga high skill cup na champions. So I'm quite sure mas ma-express nila yung mga aggression nila pagdating dito sa mga champions na napili nila. Pero in terms of banning, ito na nga. Oy, tinanggal ang respect ban! Respect ban sila sa zona ni Cosmos.
Wow. I mean, again, we were talking about it earlier. This match is important for them to get that top seed. So, of course, you know, kahit support yan, you know, you can't underestimate it here in this game. Especially, this is going to be one of the last games that they'll be playing dito sa group stage. But of course, moving on to our picks, it looks like we're hovering a Lucian here. I think a little bit more, we need more aggression here from UA1. But on this side, it's going to be the Jinx.
Gusto ko yung pagpan talaga ng Zona eh. Kumaga, revisit yun sa last week. They won yung kalaban nila yung MR game number 2. If you haven't watched that, guys, you have to check it out. Andun naman yun sa YouTube channel ng Serial Kitten. Tinner na lang yun yung week 2 day 1.
Serial Kitten Studios.
Serial Kitten Studios. Matt, would you even think a game would happen? UA1 versus MR, team nila Onops, 21-3. Tatlo lang ang kills ng ano. Ganun ka one-sided. And it's a heavy impact din na binigay talaga ni Cosmo. The protection is insane.
Ganun ka-effective. Kaya nga ni-respect ba na ng Cubao Korea yan eh, di ba? Kasi alam naman natin, di ba, ang kalaban ng mga DPS champions like Rise is you sustain, which is yung may heal. So every time na magbabato si Rise ng skills, hindi naman siya burst talaga ng burst eh. Mas more on tuloy-tuloy na rotation ng skills niya. And kaya i-sustain niya ng Zona. And nakita yun ng Cubao Korea, kaya sabi nila, okay, kabisado niya masyado yung Zona, tanggalin na natin. Kaso, sumagot kagad ng another power pick! Lucian Nami!
Oh my God, favorite bot lane duo, yung Lucian Nami.
Sobrang
very
iconic.
high, fast-paced, high damage. And of course, yung speed that Nami can give to her whole team. So, this looks, I think, you know, we have a very exciting game 1 on our hands.
And I love the confidence as well coming from UA1 knowing na meron prom na pwedeng pumigil ng tidal wave ng Nami, pero
Nami pa rin.
Doon mo masasabi din talaga na confident, bukod sa confident si Cosmos na gamitin ni champion ito, andyan yung skill set to back it up.
I think on top of this, kung nakita nyo yung percentages sa baba, I think this is the win percentage of the comp. So I think cumulative, if you add all the win rates of each champion, yun yung win rate. So it's leaning a bit more sa side ng UA1.
Props to our amazing production. Serial Kitten, interesting stat to na makita is a different perspective na pwede din natin gamitin as reference stats ng champions, add up that, tapos i-calibrate kung ano yung mas lamang. UA1 is ahead, 55 to 45. So let's see if that will come through later on, diba?
That's right, because at the end of the day, it all comes out to execution. Because again, these are just the individual champions that we've seen from all of the teams dito sa Split 1. But of course, we're gonna jump straight into game number 1. It is UA1 versus Cubao Korea. And of course, it's none other than Giyang and Coach Rec to bring you guys the action.
Yon.
Ito
Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat.
Oh, Revi. At tayo ngayon. Samira. No? Actually, maganda rin yung nararamdaman ko. Napagpag na natin yung kalungkutan sa pagkatalo kanina. No? Natuwa nga ako nung nag-hover ng Jinx. Parang si Revi kumintab yung mata eh. No? Kasi yun yung gamit niya. Kaya kung sino man yung nakalaban namin kanina sa RG, shout out sa inyo.
Oo, binuo nyo yung araw namin.
Binuo nyo yung araw namin. No? Pero syempre, ito lang bubuo ng araw ng lahat ng mga mahilig sa competitive. Kasi we have the first game ng ating first series. Cubao Korea versus UA1.
Early invade para kay Chinese. If there's no information coming from UA1 that this is happening, edi big advantage kaagad to para sa Cubao Korea. Makakuha ng Red, makakuha ng Raptors, possibly even the Krugs as well. So, kailangan may makapag-check kaagad yan or anticipate ni Dennis na mayroong invade na nangyari para at least maka-vertical jungling.
Actually, hindi nila in-expect talaga yan kasi as we can see on the minimap, wala sila nalagay na parang precautionary measures. Walang wards or anything. No? And dito na lalabas yung champion knowledge more, matchup knowledge dun sa mga jungle champions. Like sabi mo nga kanina, di ba? Surprise ka na hindi ginamit yung Nidalee. Kasi kabisado rin nila yun.
Pero meron silang proactive move naman.
Na,
invade ka agad, Dennis, gonna be accompanied here by Aloka. Kaso nga rin si R1, maganda yung damage yung ginagawa niya. Rox as well gonna be accompanying them for man rotation by UA1.
Oy,
just
Dennis!
to try and get this invade. Kaso nga na medyo pulado nakakaagad si Dennis. Might actually get taken down. Chinese want to connect the Sonic Wave. And that's gonna be first blood over extended members of UA1. Still trying to fight back, but Emperor still survives. Gets burned in the end. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Still favoring Cubao Korea, even getting one more kill. 3-1.
3-1, and with that guys, 1,000 gold lead, almost 1,000 gold lead sa 1 minute 30. Sobrang laki nun. And if you look at the stats guys, ang nakakuha kagad is yung Lee Sin. And just imagine kung gano'ng kataas yung percentage na mag-snowball niya. Pero habang nag-uusap tayo dito, bigla sinulukin lang kagad dito ni Malela Alenam. Etong si Chose Me with that Kissante, which is I'm not really surprised kasi Ambessa is one of the best champions to pick against Kissante. Kumbaga,
for one start ka agad. No? And it's already reflecting in the gold. Team gold comparison. Almost 2,000 gold lead by Cubao Korea. Roxy gauging yun in the bottom lane. Kaso nga lang medyo mas nakatake siya ng damage doon. And Cosmos Alokat, they do have better sustain. Kasi meron naman heal. Ang Nami meanwhile, Emperor and Rox doesn't have that. So they're just gonna be backing away for a bit. May honey fruit din naman sila. So hindi pa nila ginagamit. Uwi na lang si Rox. And I think they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, reset lang muna dito. Pero si Chinese one, hindi pa nakaka-cash out ha.
Aray, Manila flashing out. Nearly gets knocked back in range kila Dennis. Pero mapa-atras na muna siya. Tower platings here for UA1. Makakadalawa pa nga sila kaso nga lang Chinese gonna be going here. Wave just connected onto the minion. Tinamaan pa nga siya ng sibat. Pero okay lang. At least hindi nakakuha pa ng isang plate.
At saka nagtaramdam lang siya ng presensya doon para kumbaga umatras dito sa side ng UAV. Kasi hindi pa siya nakakapag-cash out eh. And grabe isang uwi, 3-minute mark. Kumpletong item kagad sa jungle. With that 2-0-1 Lee. Tignan yung gold naman hinahawakan niya kasi 3,100.
Dalawang kill kasi yung...
Dalawang kill, isang assist.
And it all started with just one invade, diba? Tapos kinda late rotation coming in from UA1. They reached the red buff a little bit later. Then they have anticipated na kapag rotate na rin. Saka may fight pa si Akar doon.
Yun na.
Nakakuha pa ng blue.
Yun na. Dyan nyo na makikita talaga kung paano ginagamit or pinupush sa face ninyo yung advantage dito ng isang Chinese one with that Fed Lee Sin. Kumbaga, first, kaka-respond pa lang ng blue buff, pinuntahan niya na kagad, recognizing na kaya niya or hindi siya kakayanin netong Nidalee. So wala nang choice yung Nidalee dito. Kundi umatras unless meron siyang kasama. Kaso, perma-prior rin yung mid lane nila.
Laking gulong talaga kapag may prop shield. Tidal Wave ginamit na kaso nga lang bilis na kaliwa lang. Si Emperor pati ni Rox doon. Hacker is pushing bot lane as well. Constant pressure on all three lanes. Ang pinaka manageable lang so far for UA1 is actually top lane even though she chose me actually died a while ago. Hindi naman siya nahihirapan sa laning phase kasi halos tugma lang sila. Malaking tulong nga lang sa trading dito yung Eclipse na nakakabili lang.
Yun ang problema. Actually, yun yung naging problema talaga dito. Kasi ang ginawa ni Manila Island, one full item talaga siya. So even though wala siyang move speed, sure ball, if lalabang ka, mananalo siya sa trade. Pero topside, ayan, Nidalee.
Good gang. Dennis should be able to take him down. Kaso nga lang yung public execution, medyo masakit Still able to pick it up. Ote nga lang, maraming plays na kukuha na yung Cubao Korea.
At makakabawi naman. Makakabawi dito ang side ng UA1 dito sa top side with that kill on Manila Arena. Pero papunta na dito yung dalawang members. Sunod, Cosmos. Cosmos naghihintay. Sabi niya, okay.
Siya yung nagko-call. Atras na kayo.
Pwede meron
papunta na
dumating.
yung dalawa. Or pwede pa sila makakuha ng set.
Uy!
Push back there. He chose me. Okay, atras lang. Combo lang ng second, third skill niya.
So, good play coming from UA1. At least meron sila sagot, no? Doon sa place or domination na ginagawa dito ng Cubao Korea bago mag-start yung ating first neutral objective sa 6-minute mark, guys. So, 4-2 ang ating kill score. Gold lead. Almost 2,000 gold lead pa rin naman dito.
Lahat nasa lisin
Oo, yun. Andun lahat.
Almost 1,500 gold lead just on Chinese. And that's gonna scare off a lot of members here by UA1. Lahat na malalambot. That includes the Nidalee. Primarily the Nidalee na kailangan talaga mag-ingat kasi kayang-kaya i-burst lang yan ng Lee Sin.
Totoo. 100-0 kagad yan. In less than 1 second if tumama yung skill dito ng isang Lee Sin dahil sa sobrang daming item na meron siya. Ayun, tinan nyo. Coming to 6-minute mark, guys, meron na, man. Tinan mo na item ng Lee Sin.
Already on the way to the second one. Emperor though needs to be extra careful. Javelin toss not gonna be connecting on to anyone though.
Parehong referral ang priority nila. And this time, medyo may advantage dito ang UA1 kasi pwede sila mag-poke.
Yeah, that's why Cubao Korea is getting a little uncomfortable starting the Rift Herald, but they did secure the Scotland Club first, so may vision sila, movement speed as well.
Give up
And
na.
looks like, yeah, they're just gonna be turning onto the Mountain Dragon.
But susunod.
Everyone is gonna be going there as well. Nakakuha pa rin naman nila yung Dragon. I think there's no contest on that, but it's the exit that's going to be difficult. The public execution there onto Aloka just caught him off guard. Tidal wave a little bit late, but they're using it to try and disengage. However, hindi makatakas si Bebe Koy. He's still gonna be flashing out. Good root coming in from the rise. I think they're getting a little bit too deep, but here comes Chinese as well. Good Aqua present just to knock up the Lee Sin. Another knockback, but it's time. Cubao Korea pushing mid lane. The Herald actually doing a lot of things there, especially in unlocking the tier 1 tower, kaya hindi nakapag-punish dito yung UA1.
And napakagandang playstyle, duel or team fight na ginawa ng parehong teams natin dito. So even though sobrang tagal ng fight na yun, hindi nag-result sa sobrang daming casualties. And 7-minute mark na tayo, guys. 5-3 lang yung kill score natin, guys, no? From 4 to yan, if I'm not mistaken, no? Gold lead, medyo 4,000, almost 4,000 na. This is sa hands ng Cubao Korea. Dito lang medyo naputol yung tempo dito ng side ng UA1. Kasi ang nakita pa nila si Lucian mismo, si Aloka, which is one of the key players dito ng side ng UA1. Siya yung damage dealer. Siya yung early game champion. And nung kahanap ng window dito ang side ng Cubao Korea na makuha ito si Lucian na medyo tumapang na kagad sila.
Ang ganda ng setup din kasi. I mean, one of the reasons why they engaged in the first place is because Chinese one is already setting up the Rift Herald in mid lane.
Sa mid lane.
So, meron silang, kung ma-push yung mid lane, bukas na kasi yung jungle side.
Exactly.
Yun na yun. Ang dali ng exit nila compared to if there's a tower there, edi wala. Ubus silang 4 na, ubus silang 5 nun. UA1 unable to punish the overextension and ended up losing a lot more. 4,000 going, 5,000 gold lead na by Cubao Korea. Coming into the top lane. It's like a fight is just brewing out.
Yan na.
Rocks trying to close in on them. China's one nga lang tinamaan ng isang javelin toss. Gonna be fine though. Please.
Di pa masyado masakit. Pero ang ganda sana ng ginagawa ng Cubao Korea doon, trying to push or proxy itong minions para mas mabilis sumaba yung, mabilis mag-crash yung minions nila into the tower para ma-execute nila yung tower dive. Pero unfortunately, maganda rin ang sagot ng UA1. Sinalubong na nila yun. Pero ito, round number 2, second try. After clearing the mid lane, 4 members stacked dito on side ng Cubao Korea will threaten this first tier tower's top lane.
Meanwhile, Akar 1 is just pushing bot lane. No one is even defending this tower anymore. And bukang yung wave na lang, hahayaan na nila pumulak.
Mabawasan
They
na
can
rin
just unlock that tower already as well. Top lane, the only one remaining. Na tier 1. 5-man rotation here by UA1 closing in. Looks like it's just gonna be onto the bomb kasi nag-feather
Oh,
stop
boy
bigla
pa.
dito si Emperor. Now onto the back line. Manila Alinam
Yan na.
is just slicing everybody. Flashes out to the Baron pit. They just successfully taken out 2 members here of UA1. Joseph, it might be in a difficult spot this time around as Chinese one looking for the Sonic Wave, connected it. Will it go in? Mind's telling me no. But I think it's a yes for the dive here for the rest of Cubao, Korea. Wave is gonna be connecting as Emperor just
Ayun na.
spreading all those feathers onto the members here of UA1. Manila Alinam is just gonna be closing in as well. And it's not gonna be any contest here by UA1. They're trying to survive. They picked up 2 kills, but it's a tower and more
Oy,
for
mapipigil
Cubao,
pa.
Korea. Can they actually punish this overextension?
Yun
The
lang.
root is just too much. Blade Caller as well just landed there onto the member of UA1. Cosmos cannot escape anymore. Tidal Wave gonna be used. It looks like he will escape.
And grabe, sobrang dami ng value na nakuha dito na sa Cubao, Korea. And the execution, di ba? Yung pagpasa-pasa ng aggro ng tower. Target selection, I mean, perfectly executed tower dive, tower takedown dito sa side ng Cubao, Korea. So from 4,000 gold lead, grabe. Sobrang nag-balloon na yung lead nila into, ito yung literal na snowball na tinatawag natin.
Sobrang ganda kasi habang nangyayari yung clash, Manila Alinam actually cleared up 1 more wave para wala talagang
Minions sa pipigil.
Yeah.
Oo.
Nothing to stop them. And because of that, they were able to take down the tower. Nag-overextend si Bebe ko, tutulungan sana siya ni Cosmos kaso nga lang maganda yung route nila, yung coordination nila para sa crowd control chaining. And I think that's one of the most important things. You have to learn when you want to go pro. Kasi sobrang coordination na yun ng players. You have to maximize the duration and also time it perfectly para sagad-sagad talaga yung time na di ba magalaw yung kalaban.
Lalo na yung familiarization mo sa champion na ginagamit mo.
Yeah.
Kasi with that, alam mo kung kaya mong tangkihin yung damage, which is yung ginawa ni Papa Rox kanina, nabuhay pa siya.
Yeah.
Di ba? Sa kanya, and after, dahil sa Warmogs, medyo naka-regen siya ng buhay, nakapag-re-enter siya sa teamfight, sobrang dami ng, ang laki ng impact na ginawa niya para makuha nila yung win na yon sa teamfight a while ago.
And the result is as huge as the impact as well.
Yan, 8,000 gold. 8,000 gold. Grabe, in 11-minute mark. And this time, ito, medyo tinitake control na ng Cubao, Korea yung buong mapa. As we can see, right now, they went towards the blue side. Jungle din ng UA1. Tried to destroy at the second tier tower sa bot side. And they did. Right now, re-reset sila. 11-minute mark. May Baron na tayo. Threatening this Baron and will force this UA1 to fight them with that humongous gold lead. Grabe, di ba 8,000 gold lead?
10k na nga eh.
O, pa 10k na,
Going
oo.
10k. If they secure this Baron, 1 more tower top lane, or kung malinis na nila yung dalawang natitirang outer turrets dito ng UA1, that's guaranteed 10k, maybe even 12k gold lead for Cubao, Korea. That's including like clearing the jungle camps as well, kasi yun yung usual cycle when you're this ahead. Almost a Rabadon Death Cap as well for Akar 1. Ito kay Guillermo Conte. But now it's gonna get caught.
Nahuli!
X-Tickle to be gonna be used as well to try and take him down, but it's buying a lot of time. By the way, it's gonna be the one to actually take him out.
Yan na.
Teleport incoming as well from the rest of the members here of UA1. Looks like they want to take this Baron to have a chance to maybe turn things around. The rest of the members here of Cubao, Korea actually closing in. Papunta na rin si Manila Alinam, but it's taking a lot of time. That is time gonna be used by Emperor, but they all out here. Obviously chosen might be key to the victory here of UA1, but the backman is just gonna get placed. Manila Alinam doing the work. The damage zone gonna be higher on the side of UA1. Manila Alinam bought a lot of time, but it's not enough to save the day. Chinese one gonna be chased here. The last remaining member of Cubao, Korea, but a javelin toss will just hit him on the Achilles heel, and that's the weakness exploited by UA1.
The window! The window! Nahanap ng UA1! For some reason, they know na mayroong mag-overextend doon. Na-pick up nila. Ito si Akir 1, pero ito na nga, Akir 1, making play.
Just a redo of what happened earlier, but this time, I think the HP has a massive factor on the result. UA1 just backing off.
Pero from almost 10,000 gold, din napababa nila sa 7,000 gold. And just imagine guys, naipanalo nila yung team fight na ganun kalaki yung lead ng Cubao, Korea.
Yun nga eh. It's insane how they were able to do it, but I think positioning and that well-timed gank to Akar 1 just made it happen. Kung andun yung Rise, ibang story yan.
Ang layo talaga ng mga members ng Cubao Korea noong moment na yun. At alam ng UA1 na okay, dito tayo dumaan. Pag may nakita tayo, G kagad. Kasi kompleto na sila halos doon eh. And nung tinignan ko yung minimap noon, yan, uulitin ulit nila yung Death Rush. No? Parang nasa baba pa si Manila Alinam, tapos nasa base pa si Emperor noong time na yun eh. Nung na-pick off nila, ito si Ackerman. And with that, syempre, numbers advantage, di ba? Sa late game. Napalaking bagay nun.
Maybe another try, kaso nga lang this time it didn't work as they intended it to be.
Oo, naka-pressure na si Manila Alinam sa bottom side ng mapa. Kasi if they start their fight right now, mababasag talaga yung inhibitor tower nila sa bot lane. So kailangan nila munang puntahan muna ito bago nila, gawin ulit yung place na gusto nilang gawin. Kasi ito, nakaabot sa lane.
Yeah, may demolish pa yan, so it's a lot of damage onto this inhibitor tower of UA1, 900 remaining HP there. And meanwhile, they're chasing Manila Alinam. It's time for Cubao Korea to actually apply pressure on the other side of the map. But Javelin Toss connecting from Dennis actually giving a lot more pressure to Cubao Korea, kaya they're just gonna be backing off. Switching their attention to Bebekoy, which will be forced to use the Hextech ultimatum just to try and escape. Hook shot! Not gonna be enough this time. So Blade Caller just made him stuck near the wall.
Grabe rin yung disiplina dito ni Chinese One, no? Na hindi mo na i-proc yung first kill niya. Waiting for the right time. Kasi baka mamaya mad-dodge pa. And with that, syempre, na-secure nila yung kill dito kay Bebekoy. Opening up opportunity para kunin itong Dragon. Although hindi naman to yung soul. At least
additional stats.
Additional stats din sa kanila para mas
libre
snowball.
Sino ba tatanggi sa libre, di ba?
Tama. Diba? Wala tumatanggi sa libre. Pero right now, ito, medyo napataas na ulit ng 9K gold lead ang kalamangan dito na side ng Cubao Korea.
Napasabi ka ng don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. I'll take that.
Yun yung tipong parang duman ka ng grocery tapos biglang may pa-free taste.
May free taste?
Sim, babalik ka pa for round 2.
For round 2. Don't mind if I do. Ito na.
Gawain mo rin ba yun?
Oo naman. Fanboy ako ng mga gano'n. Gusto ko, curious mind ako eh. Kapag nakita ko, ano kayong lasa na itong corned beef na to? Matikman nga. Wala ba drinks? Wala ba free taste ng drinks dyan?
Tapos maya may dala ka ng kanin.
Oo, matik yan. Kaya kapag dami pa free taste, yung kapag free taste corned beef, may kanin kasama yun. Ganun yun, boy. Pero ito,
kailangan yun eh.
Naman new version ang ginagawa ng Cubao Korea.
Check nila kung nag-group up ulit dun sa Tri-Brush.
Paborito nyo yung Tri-Brush na yan eh. Diyan kayo nag-set na Death Brush eh.
Big risk though, na ginawa nila yun kasi hindi sila kompleto. Tatlo lang sila nag-rotate na. But the bot lane though is a better pressure for Cubao Korea.
Kaso nagpakita Lucian dun sa bottom side ng mapa.
Dalawa. They're committing to try and take down the Ambessa.
Oh my God!
1v2 turns into a double kill. Manila Alinam. This is why this guy is a prodigy and now Rev Warp. Naggrupo na nga din yung Cubao Korea. They're just gonna be punishing while Manila Alinam is pushing mid lane. That's 2 inhibitor tower, 2 takedowns all alone by this top laner of Cubao Korea. Insane result.
Grabe! Manila Alinam making a huge impact sa team fight. Nililito niya UA1. Anong gagawin ninyo? Pupuntahan niyo ako? O itidil niyo yung Baron threat dito? And this time ito.
Another engage, another 2v1. He is not scared to deal with anyone under the Nexus. No problem. Baron taken down easily by Cubao Korea. And looks like he just wants to end this game all by himself as well. Very ambitious but good try.
Good try from Manila Alinam. No? Kasi patapos na rin naman eh. Baron empowered minions. Ang gusto lang niya mangyari sana is magkaroon ng buff yung incoming minion. Unfortunately, parang na-late lang mga 1 second or 2 seconds yun. And I think pwede naman nyo. Pero, the pressure that's applying to the UA1 teams dito.
Laking tulong din talaga nung Eclipse.
Grabe.
Parang nakatatlong proc yun.
Oo. Grabe, sustain. And sobrang bagay na. Kabisado rin niya talagang gamitin itong isang Ambessa. Lalo na ngayon, no, na nakapag-cash out siya. Just imagine nyo guys, almost full item na po itong Ambessa natin with that 15,000 gold.
May bagong content na si Manila. Kasi kung may mga nakasubaybay ng recent content niya. Very interesting content. That's all we can say.
Yun ang check it out na lang yung kanyang
check it
pages. And ito na, 18-minute mark. 18 kill score, 18-12 kill score natin dito. Advantage dito ng Cubao Korea. Gold lead, 11,000 plus. And natitira tawad dito ng UA1 sa top side na lang. Plus namamagang Nexus.
Chinese. Okay. No, didn't connect the Cosmos though. This might be the last stand by UA1. Culling gonna be used already, trying to gun down the members of Cubao Korea. 1,200 HP onto
Yun
the
na.
Nexus. And one chance for UA1 to extend this game. But looks
Parang
like that
kaya.
chance is gonna go the distance.
Woo!
Cubao Korea taking game number 1 in this best of 3 series. Easy as that.
Grabe. Kung nakita nyo yung face cam ng mga players ng Cubao Korea, talagang this time nakita ko na parang nag-enjoy sila. Lalo na yung last scene, yung parang si Papa Rox nakangiti talaga. Parang,
Sa Cubao Korea.
parang nag-enjoy sila ngayon. And the way they're playing, guys, nakikita natin parang sobrang komportable sila. Yung parang walang pressure, walang, in-enjoy nila yung game, in-enjoy nila yung competition, and ex-pro players to mga to eh. Kumbaga siguro na-miss nila.
They're used to the pressure. They crave the pressure now. It's here. They love what is completely just happening all over this game. Interesting start kasi naka 3-1 sila.
Kung kay Golden kagad, 1 minute 30. Ganon kalaking, ganon kaaga na nakakuha ng malaking advantage itong Cubao Korea. And from then on, hindi na nila pinigilan. Like second spawn na blue buff. At ayan, ito pinapanood nating highlights. At doon na kagad sila para pigilan or i-deny.
Pero
Diba?
yun ang gusto ko eh. This
Ay,
fight,
nabuhay pa si Papa Rox dito eh.
was this fight? Hindi. Yung second fight, yung napatay nila muna yung Rise. The
Ay,
other
sa death
one.
brush.
Yun yung pinaka nagustuhan ko sa site ng UA1,
UA1,
kasi sobrang decisive nila doon sa laban sa pagkuha ng call na yon, and I think just everything went into their place favoring them.
Yeah.
But there's so many technical aspects as well of Cubao Korea that made this game actually so dominating. Ayan.
Tira niyo yung minimap po.
Sila. Ang ganda, sobrang ganda.
Mbesa nasa bot side pa, si Saya, si Emperor parating pa lang na, tapos si Brom nasa base lane pala nung moment na yun.
Look at Manila Aninam on that fight. Sobrang tagal ng buy time niya, and actually his pressure is just immense na ang tagal bago siya nakarating, pero ang daming HP na bawas siya bago pa siya napitas.
Totoo.
But I think his biggest moment is the bot lane, the bot lane 1.
Yung 2v1 yan.
Kumbaga, umi-insect siya nun eh.
Oo.
Huli pa nga niya yung Rise sa dulo eh.
Yeah. And also follow up by another 2v1 doon na sobrang low na yung HP niya. Diba? And yun na yung parang, kumbaga, nail in the coffin dito. Kung tawagin natin na parang okay na, tanggap na namin. Ahead na talaga kayo. Yeah, ito yung pinag-usapan natin.
It's actually hard to hit that sometimes. Lalo na high pressure situation din ito para sa parehong teams. But the overall performance, not just Manila, it's everyone on the side of Cubao Korea.
Kasi ang highest gold holder pa nila si Chinese One eh. Kahit nung moment na sobrang dami nagawa ni Manila Alinam, si Chinese One pa rin. Kumbaga yun yung
Dami ng invade din eh.
daming invade. And lagi ko sinasabi, di ba? Times 2 lagi yung jungle camps na nakukuha ninyo.
Yeah.
Bakit? Kasi nakukuha niyo yung golden experience as well as natitinay nyo dun sa kalaban ninyo.
Yeah.
So, tingnan nyo yung gold. I mean, siya pa nga yung pinakauna nakakuha complete item eh. Dun sa game na ito eh.
Naalala ko lang yung sinabi mo kanina, yung sa player cam sila
Nakangiti.
sila.
I mean, yung ngiti nila, alam mo yun, masaya nag-enjoy.
Nakakabuo ng puso yun.
Totoo.
Yung makakita ng ganyan. Kasi
Parang nakakaingit
we like
nga
to see our players and pro players parang enjoy talaga. And it's no joke participating in this kind of tournament, much more even if you're going international, the pressure is really high. And sometimes you just feel a little bit more negative than usual instead of parang enjoy.
And tagal nilang hinintay ito eh. Diba? And right now, nandito na sila. They're living the tournament. And sobrang dami. Kaya siguro, I mean, masaya sila. And MVP of the game.
Parang di masaya si Manila.
Yan, dyan sa picture lang na pinasa niya. Kasi na-explain pa niya eh, what is high elo? Sabi niya, diba? Na-explain pa niya dito. With that 7-4-6 KDA gold 15,000. Team fight participation 68% lang. Kasi mas nagpunta siya doon sa
Sana lang,
side lane.
sana eh.
Ha? 6, 7.
Yeah.
Ikaw kasi iba tayo makapunta niyan eh. And with the 35,000 damage dealt, well-deserved MVP para dito kay Manila Alinam. Actually, marami nagtatanong guys bakit Manila Alinam ang pangalan niya or IGN niya. So natanong ko na rin yan. Ang ibig sabihin pala nun, kaya gano'n kasi apelido niya Manila.
Yeah.
Yun.
Galing nga eh, no?
Oo nga eh. Diba?
Noong una akala ko parang
ikaw lang.
Oh.
Diba? Ano kaya magandang
Apelido
pangalan
ko,
ng page
gaming.
ko? Ano kaya pangalan ng page ko? Ako si Giyang, maglalaro ko. Giyang Gaming, yun. Parang ganun lang din. So siya siguro, nag-iisip siya ako na ilalagay niya IGN. Try ko kaya Manila.
Tapos balik rin ko na lang.
Hindi, dati wala pang Alinam yun. Dati Manila lang. Manila lang IGN yan. Oo. So, yun, nilagay lang niya. Kulang na lang gaming.
Oo.
Para Manila
may
Gaming.
PH, tas may TV.
Oo.
Tapos may entertainment sa dulo.
Manila PH TV worldwide. Yun na, kompleto mo na. From the city, sa country, tapos kung saan planeta ka nakatira.
Sabaw?
Grabe naman kasi yung laban na yun eh. I mean, sobrang ganda rin talaga na.
I do like it as well.
Pinapababa lang natin muna ulit. Masyado tayong
Mainit kasi.
technical eh. Yan.
Para sa mga nanonood dyan, it's nice as well if you would follow the social media platforms ng mga players natin. Kasi most of them actually create content as well.
Yeah, oo. Totoo yan.
Nag-stream sila, gumagawa ng mga tutors and stuff.
And yun, follow nyo lang sila kasi karamihan na itong mga players na nakikita nyo is alive din or active din sa kanilang mga social media pages na. No? So yun, so bigyan lang natin ng konting oras para makapagpahinga yung mga players natin. Babalik ulit tayo para sa round number 2, guys. See you.
The Earth hides many secrets. Let's shake things up! Every stone weaves a different story.
Witness my might.
Feel my speed. Speeding up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1 Week 3, Day number 2. At nakarating lang natin sa isang mainit na laban between UA1 and Cubao, Korea. And surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, the game number 1 is going to Cubao, Korea in such a commanding fashion. Kasi grabe, yung nangyari sa last 5 minutes, I can't believe may dalawang 2v1s in the bot lane. And of course, the dominating finish from, again, that 5v5.
Sa ako natutuwa ako dito sa una na to.
Uwi mo na.
Pulang-pula, no? Parang yung games natin.
Pwede na, pinaalam ko na, pwede nang iuwi yan eh.
Sige. Uwi ko na mamaya.
Uwi mo na, yun.
The
Pero,
best talaga?
pero
Best
mabalik tayo dun sa game, no?
Oo.
Ang isa rin sa magandang nakita ko doon is on how UA1 handles pressure. Kasi even though parang they are
Maganda yung
behind,
pag-handle nila ng pressure.
just imagine, parang 10k behind kayo, 8k to 10k behind kayo, but still, as a team, they're still finding opportunities for them to, like, turn things around. And they did. Nahanap nila etong si Rice, and muntik nang manalo eh. Parang, sa tingin ko, parang, kaya, pwede na.
Parang pinaka naging weakness lang nila talaga is wala silang pwedeng maka-handle sa pesa kay Manila. Yun lang. Kaya kayang-kaya na mag-split push. Parang takes 2. Kaya kahit nga naging dalawa na nga na outplay pa sila ni Manila. It's hard to deal with
Pero
it.
still, di ba, yung gold lead nila parang nasa 8k gold lead. Pero nung nagkaroon ng team fight doon sa may bandang blue buff, parang dikit pa rin yung laban eh.
I remember they got really good pick-offs then, and at that point of the game, parang I felt like there was a chance for a comeback. Pero again,
Kuno
yung
ano yung
sinabi
Baron?
ni...
Oo.
Yeah, and then yung sinabi ni Giyang, again, you can't deny yung pressure ni Manila.
Manila,
Kasi
yun.
at the same time, Manila can just be in one part of the map and he brings 2 players. Those 2 players die, another 2 players has to come, and even they can't handle it. So parang at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Manila could 1v5.
Posible.
Right?
Pero,
I think
Try
it
nila
couldn't happen.
tapusin yung game kanina eh, nung nagbabaran din sila.
yun, nung nalagyan niya ng Baron buff yung mga parating na minions. Actually, yun yung reason kaya siya nagstay. Kasi parang ilang hits na lang yung Nexus noon. Tapos kung nabuffan niya yung incoming, feeling ko matatapos yon. Mas magandang content sana
True.
for Manila yon.
Yun.
Diba? Kaso, tama na. Masyado na maraming highlights at
Yeah.
hindi na binigay sa kanya ni
Tama na
Tito
yung
Rito.
clip farming.
Tama,
Tama yung
tama,
clip
tama.
farming.
Dami nagkiklip niya. Patag na lang kami, Manila.
Oo, baka naman. Oo. Pero ito na nga guys, no? Nandito na tayo sa game number 2 ng ating first series guys. UA1 on the blue side, Cubao Korea on the right side. Baliktad na sila dito and we're seeing their
Swap
bans.
sides.
So, Zillian first ban dito ng UA1.
Well, we only have one question here. Will there still be a Zona ban?
Meron.
Oh!
Ayun, mabilis
Nasagot
sinagot.
ka agad.
Oo. Ang tawag dyan,
Grabe.
respect ban.
True.
Diba?
I mean,
Talaga?
we could even see yung performance niya on the Nami was still very, very good. I think there were a lot of highlights din for Cosmos on the Nami. Ang daming moments na he was the only one alive. Pero you can kind of play around with the bubble. Parang siyang Janna.
And also
diba?
the way he predicts kung saan gagawa ng play itong side ng Cubao Korea. Like kanina napansin ko yung parang nag-rotate siya kagad papunta sa top. Like, that could have been another gold or kills on the side of Cubao Korea.
Kaya
Pero
nakatakas yung
nagparamdam
dalawa,
siya, kaya nakatakas yung dalawa. Yun yung mga bagay na hindi natin napapansin eh. Pero yun yung nagbibigay ng malaking impact or change dun sa game, sa outcome ng game. So yun yung mga support things ba na kayang ibigay nito mga veteran players natin.
The way he also predicts where the players of Cubao Korea will go.
Oh, yun.
And places. The
Map reading yun eh. Map
Oh.
reading yun eh. Oh.
Pero,
Saan mas
Pati
matagal siya?
sa team fight mismo.
Oo.
Ang dami
Yeah.
ng mga interruptions talaga sa Cubao Korea kaya nahihirapan din sila manalo. So, I mean, they win most of the fights but it's not an easy win per team fight.
Exactly. Parang he makes them work for it
Yeah.
talaga. But at the same time, since we're doing fearless draft, once na-pick yung champion, they can't use it anymore.
Mhm.
Parang si Nami yung perfect replacement for Sona because you have the damage boost, you have the speed, you have the heal. But now, both Sona and Nami are gone. Who is Cosmos gonna play?
Pwede siya mag-Karma, pwede siya mag-Lulu, I think. Pero
Yeah.
iba pa rin kasi talaga yung Sona niya eh. Kumbaga,
Yun
may kilala si Cosmos sa pag-Sona, sa paggamit ng Sona. Or siguro, parang kumakanta rin, siguro pwede siya mag-Seraphine. Siguro, kakabuff lang ng
Oh.
Seraphine ngayon.
True.
So, pwede yon. Pero eto na yung draft natin, no? Ang lakas ng pick dito ng side ng Cubao Korea.
Yung maganda pa doon, wala nang Brom.
Oh, wala nang Brom. Tapos wala nang Ambessa, abot sa Talia. Wala na rin Camille, abot sa Talia. And eto na, perfect time for them to pick this Talia as well as itong Ezreal. Dalawang poke type champions. Pero aggressive. Oh,
Yeah, this is a team fight based composition by UA1. They want to have a head-on fight against Cubao Korea. Ang ganda. I mean,
wait.
it's Victor, Oriana,
Oh, guys,
That
still good.
works.
Either
Yeah.
way, yung maganda dito, may ball delivery system dito ang UA1.
That's
so,
right.
so
Not
many ways
just one,
to set
just
up the fight.
Two delivery boys. You have the Renekton and the Jarvan there to set it up nicely. But of course, here on the side of Cubao Korea, possibly the Aatrox. I think earlier we did have a problem, with those sustained bruisers like the Ambessa. And again, the Aatrox, I'm scared here for UA1.
And tanky opponents is what Aatrox wants, di ba?
True.
Kasi that's where he leeches his lifesteal and allows him to sustain a lot more.
And right now, guys, no, medyo nalilimit na rin dito yung picks ng Cubao Korea kasi they have to pick champions that have dashes or something na pwedeng umalis sa cataclysm. Kasi if not, sobrang laking threat dito ng J4. So far, para si Talia pa lang yung pwedeng mahabol niya dito. No? So every time na wala siyang flash, medyo parang
Parang
sure
sa Jarvan.
kill na sa Jarvan ang mangyayari. Pero we'll see kung paano ma-apektuhan na itong Jarvan pick ng UA1 yung drafting dito sa side ng Cubao Korea. So nagtatagal na sila dito ng ADC na pwedeng lumaban on par with Ezreal. Lucian is out of the options natin dito. So para medyo nababawasan. Uy! Rel pick! Ganda!
Okay.
Well,
Oh, are we lock-in na ba?
posible.
Oh,
Oy,
wait.
hindi.
Wow!
Wait. Parang mas gusto ko yung Gragas.
Mas flashy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm here for the flashy
Yeah.
plays. And again, game number 1, I think this was parang mas controlled, a lot more serious compared to game number 2. I think game number 2, this is where you kind of catch them off guard. I-wear down mo sila. And again, yung stamina and pressure that comes sa competitive games, I think, again, Cubao Korea, it's not new to
Wow,
them.
heights,
but
ah.
UA1,
What?
okay.
Paharap.
First time.
Wow!
Yumi.
I like this because isa sa mga first champions na ginamit talaga ni Aloka nung nagsimula siya mag-wild rift. At least on the comp side na grassrooting natin is Kai'Sa.
Oh, I see.
Yan.
So, alam niyo naman, di ba? Pag sobrang kabisado na yung isang champion, kahit matagal niyo hindi ginamit, kumbaga parang kaya nang gamitin instinctively nung daliri ninyo yung champion na yun.
Tama ka, yung Lulu pick.
Lulupik
For
kayo na.
Cosmos.
Oo.
And I
Siyempre.
think it's perfect then yung Kai'Sa here because of course we have a lot of really scary champs sa side ng Cubao Korea, but Kai'Sa has that self-peel. Diba? She has the speed buff.
Oy!
Yun
Oh!
lang. Ito na.
Yun lang!
What is
Yun lang!
happening?
One of the signature champions
Yun
of
lang.
Manila Anilam. This is the champion that he's known for as well. Irelia.
Irelia. Plus, isa lang yung pipigil sa kanya, Renekton. Isa lang yung stand kasi the way you deal with this kind of champions, yung mga fighter na champions, kailangan nyo ng hard CC eh. Like point-click CC. Hindi kayo aasa sa skill shot na para mapabagal nyo siya.
Sa likod
May
yun eh.
chance din with the polymorph from the Lulu though.
Pwede.
Polymorph! but it's only like
Skill
a
shot eh.
seconds.
Yun nga eh. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-start yung team fight, tas wala nang stun etong Renekton, I mean, sasayaw na lang etong si Manila with his signature champion. So, nag-top 1 Irelia rin to eh, di ba?
I mean, dyan siya pinakakilala.
Diyan siya pinakakilala.
Oh.
Like, di ba gusto mo ng flashy plays?
Aha.
Ayan,
Yan,
manood
yan.
ka ngayon.
Yan, yan,
Dito
yan.
sa Irelia ni Manila. Bars.
Bars.
Bars tayo dyan.
Oh my
Oo.
goodness.
Pero still, if you look at the draft dito na side ng UA1, sobrang ganda na synergy rin naman nila. If sila yung mag-start ng fight, kasi they have Renekton, follow-up CC, J4 to start the fight. I mean, the range dito ng Oriana, kasi abot niya kahit sinong pumasok eh. Plus, if they wanted to secure those kills, pwedeng talunan lang kagad ni Kaisa.
That's true, pero at the end of the day, mas gusto ko, like, mas well-rounded, I would say, yung draft ng UA1. But of course, it's gonna depend if kaya nilang i-carry out yung steps, di ba? If everything can fall into place. On the other hand, Cubao, Korea, of course, we know they're tried and tested dito sa competitive scene. But it's gonna be exciting to see what they bring us in game number 2. But of course, guys, back to you for the action.
Let's see if this is gonna be the composition needed for UA1 to push this to a game number 3 to have a better standing chance against Cubao, Korea. Intense nga lang last pick dito ng Cubao, Korea. It's something that we usually anticipate being picked by Manila Anilam.
Pero this time parang na-miss out na nila eh. Pero syempre, the confidence of having that Renekton, parang wala namang kinakatakutan na Renekton. Sa ngayon sa state ng meta kasi isa siya sa parang pinakamalakas na champion na kahit tapunan lahat ng mga meta champions. So parang kahit pag Irelia ka, kakayanin naman sa lane. Pero iba pa rin kasi talaga kapag one trick may isang champion eh. Like, ikaw, sobrang kabisado mo yung champion na ikaw na mismo yung nag-create ng opportunities for you. The way you trade, manage the waves, and yun na yung mga bagay na parang hindi alam na kalaban, may pinaplanan pala sa akin. Yung mga maliit bagay na yun.
Good post coming in from Emperor and Drox. You see them just pressuring down Aloka and Cosmos. One of the disadvantages of Kaisa is the lack of range. Malakas nga lang yung bawas niya kapag lalo na pulado ko na. It's also gonna be used by Aloka as well to try and trade better against Emperor. Doing a really good job, especially being shielded out by Cosmos. Hati na lang sila kaso nga yung Mystic Shots. Medyo masakit talaga. Answers back with a Void Seeker. HP a little bit low on Emperor's side. First blood into the top lane though was Manila Anilam just soloed si Chose Me.
And sobrang close pa nung fight na yun. As you can see dito sa HP dito ni Manila Alinaw. Bago siya maka-regen ha. Kasi may sustain yung Irelia eh. Pero still, sobrang close nung fight na yun. And I think that will like dictate kung ano nang mangyayari sa lane having that advantage over that
Plates
Renekton.
already though.
Grabe.
So much poke as well. Aloka trying not to get pressured though, but the pressure is really high coming in from this bot lane duo. May poke yung Gragas, may engage din siya, and also has sustain so he can tank much better. Siya yung mas may heal. Pa, compared to the Lulu na shield lang at most and a little bit boosting power para sa ADC. But good pokes, return trades by Aloka in terms of damage. Emperor might actually be forced to go back into the base as well just to regen some of its HP. Pero may honey fruit naman kaya okay lang.
Pero maganda rin kasi talagang ginawa dito ni Rox at saka ni Emperor eh. Yung moment na kung saan talagang ni-utilize nila yung advantage yung mga champions nila. As we all know, di ba, Kaiza, hindi siya ganun kalakas sa level 1 as well as level 2. So pag level 3 power spike pa siya, parang magkakaroon talaga ng threat para makuha or ma-secure yung kills sa lane. And before umabot siya sa power spike niya na yun, nakakuha na ng 2 plates sa itong bot lane natin sa Cubao, Korea, which is si Emperor at si Rox. That goes to show yung experience nila pagdating sa mga competitive scene. No? And ano yung
May
priority.
rotation pa sa may bot lane. Medyo mahirap ang pag-defend dito para sa UA1. Let's see if they can. Another plate secured by Cubao, Korea.
Yung mga Olish, no?
And Emperor hasn't even gone back to the base yet. Still see him applying a lot of pressure in the bot lane. 300 gold lead just on that one position.
Dami. At nakuha pa nga dito ni Giants 1, yung mga chickens dito na side ng UA1.
Yun,
So with
pang
that,
merienda na.
pang merienda na. So almost 1,000 gold dito ang hinahawakan dito sa side ng Cubao, Korea after maklear to ni Emperor. Baka technically nyo kasi, di ba? Hindi pa tapos yung clear eh. So kasama yun, kasama yun sa ano natin, sa computation natin in 3-minute mark. So medyo bumagal lang yung game natin ngayon guys. 0-1 ang ating kill score. 1,000 gold din na sa Cubao, Korea. Medyo mainit yung laban natin kasi alam ng UA1 kung paano mag-respond dito sa mga plays na ginagawa ng Cubao, Korea. Like, not like yung ginagawa ng Cubao, Korea, di ba? Yung sobrang aggressive second spawn ng mga buff, pinupuntahan na kagad nila. And eto na. Mukhang nagkamali ako. 25 seconds mag-spawn na yung first buff natin ulit. And tingnan natin kung paano mag-rotate itong priorities natin dito. Kasi yung junglers nila, pinoprotekta na. They're anticipating itong invade na gagawin ng Cubao Korea with that Talia.
Grabe. Sobrang daming plating. So many platings secured already by Emperor. That's why he's getting so much gold as well. But in the top lane, another dive. And Dennis couldn't really help. She chose me. That's another kill by Cubao Korea. 2 kills in total. Meanwhile, Acker1 is actually doing a really good job handling both Aluka and Cosmos, even dealing so much damage. Bought some back. Forcing out the flag and drag. Plates again, secured. Manila alam, tatlo silang andon.
Kumbaga sulit bago mag-expire itong plates, nakuha na kaagad dito ng side ng Cubao Korea. Tuwan-tuwa yung mga nanay nila, dami nilang inuhing plato sa bahay.
Oo.
Yung mga China ba yan?
Kapitbahay nila.
Plato na
May
kapitbahay.
bago na tayong Arsenal.
Bago Arsenal na yan, boys. Dati lumpia lang yung inuwi, ngayon kasama plato na.
Masim. Lalo na kung yung maganda pa yung design. Yan.
Grabe. Yun na. Kaya sobrang proud na siguro yung mga parents nito sa ginagawa. Pero gusto ko lang i-mention, ang ganda ng pagkaka-manage dito ni Gilid Mokote or si Acker1. Guys, si Acker1 yan by doing a really good job fighting against 2 members dito ng UA1. Just imagine, meron Kaisa at saka Lulu, tapos siya yung nanalo pa sa trade na meron pang kill potential sana. Diba? With that 8 rocks, I mean, paano niya nagawa yun?
Wala, isa sa mga reason doon kasi early game talaga halos walang bawas si Kaisa. Yun yung mga problem na first item gonna be Terminus, so at least most likely pinaka-balance item para sa Kaisa, but you don't have that much damage. Trade it out for more sustain or durability, tapos may medyo armor penetration, ganyan. Ang hirap sa early game. Kailangan parang 2-3 item power spike ang Kaisa Doon pa lang siya magkakakwenta talaga kasi doon mo mas ma-upgrade pa yung mga skills mo.
Kailangan
Like
talaga,
Captain Rain.
kailangan ma-upgrade mo talaga muna yung first skill mo para at least may kill threat ka. And for you to do that, kailangan kompleto item. Pero ito na, top side.
Yeah, this time Manila is all alone, but he might actually get an outplay. Still got 1 kill. And now Chinese one just gonna be finishing it up. To Chosmi, getting low in HP. Still has the dominance, but this time it will just
Parang
expire.
dito na rin,
Gusto makasali. Sabi na, okay, pasali mo naman dyan. Para at least may assist ako. 4-1 score.
Dito sa side ng Cubao Korea. Gold lead! 3,500 plus na hinahawakan nila dito. And with that kill on the top side, they have that priority to secure this Rift Herald uncontested with a chance to also take etong susunod na Dragon natin.
And since Dennis took a lot of time for going towards the drag, kasi namatay din siya. Nakuha na yung Rift Herald, push na yung mid lane, and now they can even set up for the bottom side river. Now they're even invading some of the camps here of Dennis, even ganking Dennis himself. Inside its very own jungle. Wild Girl's gonna be used to try and sustain himself, but it's not gonna be enough. Well, Korea now has free access on the Mountain Dragon.
And right now, 3 lane pressure yung ginagawa dito ng side ng Cubao Korea. Pero the advantage dito ng isang air-fed Irelia versus a Renekton na wala pang full item. Ganyan kalaki ang pressure na ginagawa. At just imagine, tinan mo, ilan yung gold lead na hinawa dito ni Manila Alena mo?
Almost invade pa.
Almost 2,400. And also denying these jungle camps dito kay Denise.
Naku!
Oh no!
Nag-wolves pa naman siya.
Oo At wala smite! Oy! Hindi! Paharap galaw dito ni Manila Alenam.
Yeah, he wants to really pressure him down. Oh, baka pumasok pa nga. Doesn't have the Vanguard's edge. That's the plot is the web, so he can go in if he wants. With this kind of lead, with this kind of level gap as well, it's just insane. 2 gaps. 2 level gap on Chosmi. Tatlo kung kay Dennis. That's how big of a lead this player already has in this game.
Pero may gold na hinahawakan niya. 2 items completed. Not mentioning Trinity Force pa yung isa. Isa sa pinakamahal na item.
Pinakamahal sa AD. Sa pinakamahal. Rox though, getting caught a bit, pero wala naman first tier tower kaya it's gonna be fine. While Grox just for the additional crowd control is kind of weird because now they don't have for the sustain. And then it's just completely decimated there by the Dark Blade of Acker1. All delivery, not there. No damage just yet on the members here of UA1. Getting low at HP as well. Manila setting up for a flash. Bucket head after the flash. As he goes in, gets cancelled though on that dash. Just gonna be disengaging. They did secure the tier 2 tower into the mid lane. 7-1 score and a whopping 9,000 gold lead by Cubao Korea at 3-9 minutes into the game. That's how fed they are right now in this game.
Grabe, isang ulti naman nila Alinam. Talaga auto-flash kagad 2 members dito na side ng UA1. Ganun nakalaking threat na impose dito ng isang Irelia sa hakamay ni Manila Alinam.
This is why this is...
Alam mo kung may kill threat talaga pag tinamaan ka nun.
Yeah, last year, this is one of the most banned champions
Against him.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Dahil lang dyan, parang lagi binaban.
Oo.
Lagi binaban. He's just known for this champion, and I think this is gonna be a massive learning lesson for UA1 to ban this champion again, or ban this champion next time they meet Manila Alinam.
Or, maghanap kayo ng champion na confident
talaga.
kayong kayang i-deal itong...
Ito
pero naka-renake ko na
Ito
kasi.
yung katulad ng kay Onops eh.
Akali niya.
Akali niya eh.
Oo.
Diba? Parang you just have to ban it.
Oo.
You can try countering it, but most of the time, hindi gagana. Kasi parang, main na yan eh.
Oo.
When you main
Sobrang
a champion,
kabisado na niya eh.
kahit
The number
mga
of
counter
hours.
matchup,
True.
kaya mo na eh. Parang hindi na counter kasi alam mo na talaga above the limits of the champion.
Tama.
Speaking of which,
Grabe,
after one
kunat
2v1ing and even surviving, especially because of that World Ender ulti, Dennis hesitating on the drag after putting up a flag. And that gives ample time for Cubao Korea to actually push bot lane. Another outer turret, just cleaning up all the outer turrets here in this game. Acker1 chasing down the 2 members of UA1. It's just crazy development here by Cubao Korea. Even slamming the target blade. Parang just gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, but about to be a 2-for-1 trade favoring Cubao Korea because of Chinese one's presence here. Medyo hindi nga na tumatama ibang ball. Is finally hits it. And another better trade by Cubao Korea. 10,000 gold lead na rin at 10 minutes.
So, very consistent sa pag-dominate itong Cubao Korea once they have the lead early into the game. And right now, 3 lane pressure. Ganyan sila ka-confident dito. And yun nga, di ba? Aker 1, ginak siya ng dalawa. Siya, parang ang kinalabasan, siya pa yung gumak dun sa dalawang member dito na sa inyo. Parang tapos na ba? Hindi, ako dito.
Ayaw
Halika
nyo,
kayong dalawa.
ayaw makipagbakbakan ha. Ako hunting sa inyo.
And also yung lane management niya, he knows na hindi rin makakabasag ng tower itong side na yun. Kasi na-clear niya yung incoming minions eh. So that's the reason why parang matapang siyang parang mag-back off na lang. Kasi wala rin namang Q mapupush dyan.
Oh my God, Hullbreaker for Manila Alinam. And this works for champions as well. Yun yung crazy thing about Hullbreaker eh. May pang-proc ka eh. Parang may Kraken player na hindi eh.
Oo.
Na oo, tapos gumagana pa sa torre.
Oo. Diba? Ang masakit pa dito sa pakiramdam is every time na uwi si Manila Alinam, 1 full item ang binibili niya. Ganyan siya kapaldo. Na talagang sobrang maximize niya yung farming as well as yung experience and gold.
Hindi nga lang tumama kay Aloka. Really fine.
Pero
We
parating
don't
na yung mga minions.
feel that much damage coming in from Bebekoy just yet. And this is one of the problems when using Oriana eh. Kailangan talaga makapag-skill siya para magkaroon ng bawas. Usually, you need that Rabadon's Death Cap. Shockwave already used. Everything expended, but the damage is just there. Rock's gonna be the target though. Casualty of Cubao Korea. But it's a better trade here for Cubao Korea kasi nakakuha na nga sila dito ng Kaisa. And even the Oriana is just taken out easy. Manila Alinam going in once again. Trying to stall a little bit for time. But the Turkish Bronze actually landed so much damage. And Manila Alinam stays alive. What? He just stays alive that easily. No mana, no care for Manila Alinam. He will live, he will do what he wants, and looks like him and the rest of the members here of Cubao Korea wants to end this game and the series as well to get that 2-0 score.
2-0 with Manila Alinam. Irelia of Manila Alinam. Grabe yung performance ng, iba yung gising ni Manila Alinam ngayong araw na to.
Yep.
Kung ano yung kinain mo, anong brand ng kape ininom mo, ganyan lang, i-keep mo lang yan, and I think you'll go a long way. Kasi right now guys, pinag-usapan natin kanina kung sino manalo dito sa matchup na to, nasa kanila yung mas higher chance kasi meron pa susunod na laban to secure their top 2 slot para makapasok sila ng playoffs.
Ganda na performance. It's a demonstration of what level of capacity in playstyle, strategy, and even the overall execution by the players individually and collectively as a team ang pwede ipakita dito ng
Cubao
Korea, and including yung sila Manila Alinam. Dami natin nakita sa kanila na magandang rotation, even like outplays, kahit solo kills lang, laning phase, kayang-kaya talaga nila makagawa ng maraming bagay. Rox right now is having such an amazing like experience helping out this team, being part of this amazing members as well of Cubao Korea.
Actually, nakikita ko nga, no, parang nafe-feel ko na this time, alam naman natin, di ba, lahat ng mga teams, karamihan ng mga teams na sumali dito sa Wild Pilipinas Open is newly formed lang. Kasi nag-re-roster sila. And this time, the way I see it from Cubao Korea, parang mas komportable na sila sa isa't isa. Like, parang hindi na sila kapareho nung dati na para sobrang dami ng disconnection or the shot call, sa map control. This time, mas in sync na yung galawan nila as a team.
Yeah. Seamless, flawless, and just very fluid overall. Working as one unit, and as that unit described, madali lang din eh. Fluid, like very, very swift, easy wins coming in from Cubao Korea. 5-0 to score for Chinese One, just smooth performance overall by everyone on the side of Cubao Korea. UA1 will just need to get back onto the drawing board for now. They're still not out of the tournament. Kumbaga contested lang yung spot nila for the top 2. But they should be able to secure their top 2 spot if ever they secure one more win. Doon magde-decide yun. Yun ang decider nila kung pasok sila o hindi.
And also, meron pang isang deciding factor dun eh, is yung magiging laban ng Mindanao represent versus nakalimutan ko kung sino yung isang team doon. Pero yun yung parang magdidictate. Kasi magkakaroon tayo ng parang pare-parehong stats dito eh. Pare-parehong standing eh. And syempre, point system naman tayo dyan. Alam naman na lahat ng mga teams na sumali. Kaya very interesting itong group na to. Kumbaga,
MR saka yung ACBR.
ACBR, yun. Oo.
MVP of the game, not really surprised anymore. Especially with all his flashy moves from that game number 2. Manila Aninam, a demonstration and a reminder again to anyone that will come across him, match him in the Baron lane, to always ban his Irelia. Or else, you will meet the consequences.
Actually, kahit sino pang mga champions na gamitin. Kasi sobrang lakas eh. Diba? May mga nagsasabi, diba, parang mga basic champions na daw kaya gamitin Manila Alinam. Eto, pinakitaan niya na kagad tayo ng isang high skill cap na champion. Tapos nagbuhat, MVP.
That's right. And I think if we got the respect ban for Cosmos, why didn't we get the respect ban for Manila Alinam? But of course, this is what happens when you don't do that respect ban. But of course, 2-0 for Cubao Korea. Again, I think Coach Rick, you're not surprised. Alam ko, me and Giang, we were rooting for UA1. But like you said, they're not out of this tournament just yet. They still have a chance. And of course, we could see na maganda yung intentions nila. They had the draft and everything. But of course, di mo ma-deny yung dominance talaga ng Cubao Korea.
Yung nag-iisang chance kasi dito ng side ng UA1 sana is for them to execute yung wombo combo nila eh. Diba?
Yes,
Habitat Renekton, J4, Oriana, tapos tatalo na lang si Kaisa, diba? To close the kill. Pero hindi nangyari yun kasi bago mag-start, yung team fight sa 6-minute mark, kulang-kulang na yung members ng UA1 dahil sa place na ginawa nila Manila Alinam.
Saka isa mga problem, this is very common on drafting as well, right? One of the weaknesses exploited there sa composition ng UA1 is their heavy reliance on scaling. Lahat ng champions nila late game scaling. In the early game, they're at their weakest point, and that's the thing abused by Cubao Korea. Pulling from laning to first objective to transition to mid game. Hindi na nakabuelo, hindi na nakagawa ng forma dito yung UA1. That's why they weren't able to reach their power spikes, in which that power spike should have allowed them to fight back better against Cubao Korea.
That's right. And I think even though na-pull off nila yung wombo combos, I think even na-note mo sa cast kanina that there just is no damage from the Kaisa kasi it's too early in the game. But of course, now we know we want to dissect this game a little bit more, but we're going to have a quick interview with our winners for today. Of course, it's Cubao Korea.
Sino kaya makakausap natin?
Yun, no?
Ayan!
Grabe, thirst trap ah.
Thirst trap ah. Men.
Thirst trap?
Oo.
Sorry, MB.
Iba talaga, mainit.
Mainit talaga. Mainit sa Manila galaw.
True.
Sa Manila ngayon.
Mainit.
Ay, rinig. Hindi na natin tatanong kung rinig mo kami kasi mukhang rinig mo naman na kami.
Well, congratulations first off, Manila Alinam. So, first question is, na-expect mo ba na yung 2-0 today?
Yes, very expected naman po dahil nagkaroon na kami ng time para makapag-streams. And yeah, nakukuha expected result ng team
Grabe.
so far.
Sobrang humble mo naman pala, no?
Wow.
Napaka-humble naman pala ni Manila Alinam. Oh, expected na daw
Sure.
nila. Hindi, naiintindihan ko si Sam niya kasi yung confidence nyo coming to this game na na-prepared kayo for the upcoming match
Experience
and
and everything.
so alam nyo na din talaga yung gagawin ninyo. Question ko lang, anong masasabi mo sa, sa performance ninyo compared to the previous weeks natin? Like, ano yung difference or nafe-feel mo na parang mas okay kami ganito, mas okay kami ganyan, mas nag-improve kami sa ganito?
Actually, huge differences eh. Nagkaroon kami ng adjustments, lalo na sa comfort din. Yung last time kasi, naka-focus kami sa, kumbaga more on what's common. Nawala yung yung comfort pa. Then ito, dinagtag na namin siya up ng mga nakaraang linggo. Then yun, ito yung result.
No, kasi ramdam namin dito na parang mas in sync yung galawan ninyo in terms of shot calling, kung saan pupunta, ano yung plano nyo within the game. And kaya parang mas sobrang smooth, alam mo yun, smooth lang lahat eh.
Yung overall chemistry, I think, improved over the weeks.
Giyang.
Ngayon kasi, like, there's so many things going on. You're not just a pro player, also a content creator, and also doing IRL stuff. How do you find the balance na ginagawa mo ito, pursuing your dream, but also managing everything? You also may buff ka rin, of course, like may bebe buff, ganyan. What's going through your mind right now after getting this win? What are you looking forward to next?
Actually, after this win, I'll try to think of my content creates na gagawin ko. Mga contents.
Maraming clippable dun eh.
Daming clippable yun.
Yeah. I think on top of that, make sure na i-clip mo lahat ng clip all of the highlights again.
Saka yung mga moments din namin. Basta sinabi na namin yun. Balikan mo na lang sa live stream, sabi namin, Manila, patag na lang kami. Ayun, sasabihin na namin sa'yo, patag kami ha. Yan. Dito na sa interview sinabi.
Wow! no need to do the DMs or anything. But of course, Manila Alinam, of course, before you go, we want to ask, may issue-shoutout ka ba or any message to your supporters?
Yes, shoutout sa, first of all, sa girlfriend ko, kay Pauline. Then sa mga kampi ko, and sa near end, sa former teammates ko, you may know na doon ako galing. Then sa mga support, sa mga nanonood sa stream. Like, thank you, everyone.
Yan. Thank you very much.
Well
Manila Alinam.
That's right. Congratulations once again, and we're very excited to see where you guys go by the end of this tournament. Congratulations! Fade out.
Fade out.
Alam ko gaganon din siya eh.
To make the pose.
The best pa rin yung kay Karma.
Yeah,
wala
yeah.
yan.
Parang,
At saka hindi natin expect yun eh.
di ba, parang scripted nga eh.
Oo,
It was
scripted
too
talaga.
perfect.
Sobrang timing.
Sakto lang gawa na.
dapat someone has to make the meme. Yung original tapos yung sa kanya, one-to-one. Para makita mo like just how perfect it was. But of course, that is gonna be match number 1 of day 2 here at week number 3. And of course, we still have one more series up next. Pero guys, any final thoughts about this series?
I mean, I'm just really excited kasi dito natin nakikita yung development nila, pati yung progression na every single week, every single day, every single upcoming match nila. Dito natin nakikita kung have they improved, have they regressed, ano yung mga ginawa nilang, in-implement nila na changes after like pod reviewing their previous performance. And we just can't help but look forward to their next progression.
Tama.
Habang nagpa-progress yung
Ganun din actually. Masaya ako nakikita yung improvement nila week per week.
That's true. And on top of that, you know, Cubao Korea, they're one of the top teams here, and even they are still improving. So of course, you know, you're never 10 out of 10. There's always room for improvement. Kumbaga. But of course, that is it for match number 1. We're gonna be going on a very, very short break. Pero don't go anywhere because we still got series number 2 right here at Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open.
The Earth hides many secrets. Let's shake things up. Every stone weaves a different story.
Already lost. Witness my might.
The Earth hides many secrets. Let's shake things up! Every stone weaves a different story.
I am Ishtal.
Welcome back, Summoners, once again dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1 Week 3, day number 2. And of course, Series 1 is done, and of course that means we're moving on to Series number 2. And of course, this is going to be another exciting match kasi nandito na ang near end versus soft moves. But of course, before everything, ako nga pala si Rubixco. I'm your host today together with Gian Gaming and Coach Rec. And guys, parang we have another close series on our hands.
Mahirap dito, laglagan eh.
Oo.
Diba?
We don't like those. We don't like those. We want to see more of our teams just battling, grinding towards the top. Pero in the pursuit of greatness, there's always something or someone or a team na malalaglag talaga.
Oo, kumbaga ito yung... Hindi natin maiwasan to eh.
That's
inevitable.
true.
Even though we want to see all of them win, someone has to bow down in order for them to rise up.
Yeah. Especially itong mga teams pa naman na to eh. Parang, alam mo yun, sa tagal-tagal natin sa Wild Rift
We kind of
community.
get sentimental.
Kilala na natin sila. We know their efforts, di ba? Kung gaano sila ka-active and also, I mean, yung development nila sa team para nakita namin and seeing them battle each other for this slot for top 2. Parang, alam mo yun, masaya ka and at the same time, parang malungkot ka. Masaya ka for the winning team pero doon sa losing team parang, Tapos pareho rin deserve eh.
Exactly, and I think, you know, we're now 3 weeks into Wild Rounds. Parang you can't, it feels like it's gone by so fast. You didn't even realize elimination na.
Oo.
Right? But of course, you know, taking a look at the teams that we're going to be seeing, of course, you guys have seen them the past few weeks. They've proved themselves here. But of course, only one can move on further in this tournament. So here for soft moves, who do you think has been standing out para sa inyo dito sa past few weeks?
Para sa akin, ang nag-stand out talaga dito si Larawan. Kasi dati payat pa yan eh. Dati payat pa yan eh, pero ngayon nagkalaman na eh. No?
Saka siya lang nakangiti, oh. Semi-smile. Semi-smile. Nagpipigil ng kanyang excitement.
Kasi sabi niya, parang masyado na ako maraming pro player images na lumabas sa social media. So ngayon, eto na, chill na lang siya dito. Sobrang lumang player na yan, guys. No? Pero
sobrang nakakatawa din yan. I mean, I remember chatting with him before and just saying na hindi tuloy-tuloy tayo dito na ano, tapos daming mga magagandang mangyayari, and ngayon andito na sila alongside with Near, and this is gonna be their opponent for today. Best of 3 kasi Peyton, ito yung nililook forward dito. Kasi sobrang dami natin nakikita ng mga plays sa kanito. Sila Jay sa score. Jay as well.
Ano to, yung mga members ng BBM, di ba? Yung dating team nga ni Manila. Pinakita nga ni Manila yung supporta niya kanina, di ba dito? So parang niyang, sabi nga, shoutout sa Near End dito sa incoming match nila.
And that just shows so much sportsmanship na meron tayo dito sa Wilder community natin. It's not just the shadows na nakikita natin, it's the light as well that we see at the end of the tunnel. Mas nakaka-look forward lang.
Mga sentimental ka nga talaga.
Oh my God.
Ano talaga pag tinantahin na eh.
Pero agree ako sa sinabi mo kasi you could also see sa interview natin kanina with Manila Alinab. Again, all the love for his former team. You can tell he still appreciates where he came from, and I think at the same time, very supportive to see where they go today. And of course, just because you leave your team doesn't mean you leave behind all the memories and yung connections that you made there. And of course, that's where a super strong player came from, right? Parang na-mold siya with this team. So, we can expect...
Naging sentimental ka na rin.
Oo nga eh, grabe naman kasi mga message ninyo. Parang ano na eh, parang
last day na.
Parang last day na. Tapos after nun, disband na. Hindi naman eh, may split to pa guys. July 6 ang registration. Kaya, pag nalaglag kayo dito, meron pa naman kayong chance. Huwag naman ganun yun.
Pili ko may epekto yung una na to eh.
Hindi kasi, yung weather kasi cozy weather. Parang mas nati-trigger yung ano mo. Mas masarap maging ganun na lang kaysa parang ano eh.
Grind weather.
Grind weather. Okay, so ito na nga, mabalik tayo. Ito na yung matchup natin guys. No? Soft moves versus Near End. Simula na yung drafting natin. Ang lungkot nyo eh. Ang lungkot nyo kasi.
There is...
Sinimulan mo eh.
Hindi nga.
Hindi nga ni.
Kasi yung mga message mo, para mga inspirational quotes na gano'n, alam mo, feed sa TikTok, sabi naman ni Reby, I agree. Parang ako,
Pero at the end of the day, esports mode, guys.
Esports
mode. One team will get eliminated. We can't stop that from happening. So at the end of the day, they just have to prove why they have to be here, diba? And of course, like you said, may second chance pa sila sa split 2. So guys, register July 6.
July 6, guys.
That's right. And of course, we have our top 8. They still have a chance to still fight it out kasi yung bottom 4 there are also gonna still have a chance. They'll be a part of that next 16 that we'll have. But of course, going back dito sa series natin, we have the Nidalee ban. Thank goodness. And then, of course, the Ambessa ban. So, eliminating the big problems right off the bat.
Pero this time, guys, medyo na-curious lang ako sa first ban, Zillia. Kasi usually nakikita natin ang Zillian ban sa red side eh. And that means, etong mga teams na to is hindi pa talaga nila napapractice yung Zillian. At lang pinag-usapan namin kahapon ni Crazy Apple. No? So, sa blue side kasi hindi ka magbaban ng Zillian, which is one of the, sobrang alpha pagdating sa support na tipong binaban sa highest level ng gameplay. Pero very tricky kasi gamitin ng isang Zillian. Kailangan talaga practice mo siya. Like kanino mo gagamitin, yung time na skills, as well as kung, sino yung focusan mo, kakampi mo, ganun.
But there's some impact. Ando kasi din talaga. Yung second chance because of that revival is just insane. Camille gonna be the first pick here by SM Dodes, which is a pretty standard pick pagdating sa competition scene kasi sobrang flexible ng champion na ito. Like, you can go Baron, jungle, and mid lane. And there's so much combinations that you can make with this just one champion, di ba? Isa sa pinaka-OG na nakita natin yung Camille, Galio, tapos Ziggs, mga which are still available for choosing if ever na yun ang pupuntahan nila na route. But very high damage profile champion na dalawa. Yung kinuha dito ng Near End, Rise and Ezreal. perfect for early game and even transition towards late game.
True, parang nafe-feel ko like, you know, near end is going in with those confidence picks. Again, the playmaking picks. Kumbaga, but of course here on the side of soft moves, of course, we have the Camille again opens up a lot of options para sa overall team comp. But of course, the Corki here, again, high damage also, good reply to the Ezreal. And for the support, a Braum.
Napakagandang pick ng Braum nila dito. So basically, eto pagka-pick ng Braum pa lang, parang 2 champions na kagad yung parang somehow na-counter niya.
Yeah.
Diba? Having that Ezreal smoke, yung True Shot Barrage, as well as yung DPS dito na kaya i-provide ng Ryze, kayang saluhin lahat yan ng Braum.
And even prevent yung iba na kumalat-kalat.
Totoo,
Diba?
totoo.
Yun yung maganda eh. Kumbaga siya na yung bahala tumangke. I like the starter pick finally.
Ay, salamat.
Yes!
Right? Right?
Salamat.
Yesterday it was announced that the champion can be
Use.
Played.
picked already or played in Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1. Now finally we do see it come into play, or at least about to see it being used. Steer and did pick it up.
Pero the question is, anong role?
Kasi
Diba?
diba, yun
That's
yung
true.
Oo, Kasi parang usually guys, si Skarner is built for jungle eh. Pero seems like, since yung release niya, parang hindi nararamdaman ng mga players na bagay siya sa jungle, na umabot sa point na wala halos nagpipick sa kanya. Actually, hindi nga siya binaban eh. Pero after nung recent patch natin, binuff siya. So tingnan natin kung paano magiging impact o paano yung interpretation dito ng near end sa Skarner buff na yun.
Actually, at the same time, since na-bring up mo yung buff, at the same time, since most people haven't been playing it in ranked, kasi, you know, he was a little bit weak at, before. Now, I don't know if our players here have enough experience or enough time on the champion. Kasi at the same time, you can compare yung mga players natin that have that experience coming from PC into Wild Rift, right? You have that base knowledge, sakit niya and everything. But of course, having that experience, being able to play it on mobile is a totally different thing.
I like the fact that we mentioned League of Legends PC as well, because in League of Legends PC, this is more used in the top lane or Baron lane kung dito sa Wild Rift, because of how tanky this champion can actually get. Speaking of tanks, there's a follow-up as well with the Galio, so there's so much protection and zone control and combo potential when he like impales 3 members
Right?
of soft moves.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and we have a Vi open. Oh no.
Pero so far if ilock in nila itong Vi, medyo
Puro
parang-
single target sila.
puro single
Yeah.
target sila, so wala pa silang damage dealer. And with the presence dito ng
Wait, what?
Hold on. Oh,
oh,
this is not a jungler. This is not a jungler?
mid pwedeng mag mid Lilia
True. Kaso
or
again,
top Lilia.
Yeah.
parang hindi pa na-spread out yung damage, no?
Yes. Pero I mean, meron silang engage.
It's gonna be an
True.
interesting
Meron sila
matchup
DPS.
against
They
Ryze,
have
though.
may brawling potential, I think, for those small skirmishes. But on the other side, for near end, parang mas well-rounded yung comp nila.
Especially if they pick up something like Aatrox.
Oh.
Yung, ano. Fiora is good in order to burst down the Lilia. Jax is good for engaging. Aatrox is good for like that massive crowd control and
Oh.
multiple damage dealt sa mga members dito ng SM if ever. But the Jax will be locked in to at least deal better with the Camille. Yun ang maganda kasi talaga sa Jax. Like, it's just one of the best duelers, or probably even the best, depende kung gaano kakagaling gamitin yung champion.
And also, meron siyang mga advantages against Camille. So, seems like parang ang gusto mangyari dito ng near end is itapat etong Jax sa Camille. Kaso ang problema nila, saan lane ilalagay yung Camille? Kasi we saw Camille being on the mid lane more than he is
In
on
the
the top
top,
lane,
diba?
di ba?
Yeah,
So parang saan, dito, Ryze na yan eh. And
Yeah.
unless mag-swap lane yung mid lane at saka Baron laner.
Pero parang sa nakikita natin here from the arrangement, it looks like Baron lane Camille. So perfect that it's gonna be going up against the Jax. But I like this kasi the Jax Camille just shows na we're gonna see parang micro showdown. Who is better? Who is the better dueler? But of course, in the other lanes, I am a little bit scared dito sa side ng soft moves because you can't, the team comp of near end is just, it just feels
Kompleto.
perfect, diba?
Kompleto. Meron silang engage, meron silang burst, meron silang, puro area damage. And ang ganda ng connection nila in terms of, i-follow up sa isa't isa. Kung mag-abot nila isa't isa. Meanwhile, dito sa near end, parang nakukulangan ako sa damage sa early game eh. Parang medyo nag-worry ako sa kanila sa mga first few team fights nila. Pero in terms of scaling pwede.
That's the pros and cons na makikita natin dito. How do you deal with the early game? How do you transition towards the late game? And how you deal with the other team pagdating sa late game? Kasi maganda naman yung skill pa rin teams natin. Just like the massive DPS coming from magic damage ni Cold Snap and Dragon. Si Larawan and Jade as well on Folks and
Yep,
DPS.
I totally agree. But of course, we're just gonna see how they are able to tie it all together. Because we were talking about this, it's gonna be a very, very close one. But we're gonna see what happens in game number 1. But for now, guys, I'm gonna be passing it off to you. So take us to it.
Let's go. So eto na nga guys. Laglagan na.
Yan!
Near end versus soft moves. So kung sino ang matalo dito, medyo magpe-prepare na para sa registration sa July 6.
At least meron pa naman ng July 6, diba?
Yes.
Or split 2. Right
Pero,
now, it's not gonna be a good start here for Near End as Jade is just taken out 13 seconds into the game. Aray mo.
Aray mo talaga. At yun na nga, sabi natin kanina parang nagwo-worry tayo sa early game, huwag kayong mag-alala. May tattoo artist tayo dito with that from ni Defiant. Nasimulan na kagad nila, napakalakas sa level 1 na ito plus yung damage na mapopro kapag na-activate mo or na-kompleto mo yun. And with that, syempre nakuha kagad nila yung first blood kill dito at napunta pa kay Corky.
Alata pa ng... it's either Corky or the Lilia, di ba? Napakaganda simula ka agad. Kaso nga na medyo may bawi dito kay Jade. Just chunking down their HP a bit. Which could have been better, might even be first blood secured by Near End if ever they didn't have that mishap in the early game, right?
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Alam naman natin kung gaano ka-suppressive ang isang Ezreal sa lane dahil sa kanyang range as well sa state niya sa meta. Masakit yung base damage niya, masakit yung base damage ng lahat ng skills niya kaya parang very high pick rate ang meron kay Ezreal. As well as, sobrang lakas niya kumuha ng Torre.
Yeah.
Diba? Dahil sa, yung sa second skill niya gumagana sa Torre. So,
Essence Flux.
Essence Flux.
Not sure.
Oo. Yun na yun.
Yun na yun. Basta yung second skill.
Basta yung second skill niya, babakat talaga sa Torre yan. No? Meanwhile, sa top lane natin, Jay versus Nixeria with that very complicated matchup. Ano yan? Skill matchup yan. Halos pantay yan sa paningin ko. Depende na lang sa trading ninyo on how you use your skills. Like, pwede mo gamitin pa clear na minions kaso pwede ka mapunish kasi bigla ka iti-trade. And with that, syempre magta-translate yun sa priority sa lane na katulad na nakikita natin yan.
Yung maganda lang sa Corky kasi yung true damage na because of the passive, it allows Corky to deal additional or have more impact against tankier champions like Phaeton and Jay.
Plus,
even scored later on.
Plus, hindi pa siya auto-attack reliant. Kumbaga, somehow parang skill-based siya.
Ako, yun lang! Overextended ng content pero naka-arcane chip naman. This time, Near End might have a good position for the counter engage. Staying alive though is key. He can't die much further or else he's just gonna be falling a lot more behind.
Pero Lilia right now, passing towards the bot lane. Pero nadepensa naman kagad dito ng Near End by clearing out yung incoming minions. That could be tower dive dito sa low members dito na side ng Near End But saka ganda rin ng counter jungle dito ng ni Phaeton predicting na para merong play na mangyayari doon kasi kanina pa nila hanap si Vi dapat lumabas na yung Vi sa map And nasa bottom part ng map yon. Alalayan ko muna kayo dito, try to prevent if ever na merong play na magganap at yun na nga yung nangyari.
Good tracking as well. Set up by Raigen, placing a ward really deep onto the jungle camp there of Phaeton. That will allow them to have more information on where this corner is.
Tsaka mas aggressive sila ngayon. Tingnan nyo yung Vi, tingnan si Shaltir ngayon. Pumunta kagad dun sa chickens. Dedeny niya na kagad to kay Phaeton. Kasi nag-show si Phaeton sa bot side
So by the time Phaeton actually goes there, bawas na yung mga resources na pwede na makuha and that just helps Sheltier like get more gold, diba? Kasi ngayon medyo behind siya sa pag-gold pero nakakahabol dahil sa mga camps na nakukuha din niya.
Tumagal din kasi siya sa bottom lane din talaga. Para ano yun. Pero that's fine. At least you took your chance. Pala nyo gumana, di ba? At yun naman yung strength ng isang Vi, yung pressure niya sa early game. Especially kapag na-hit niya level 5, kinakailangan gamitin at gamitin mo talaga. Kasi the more na ginagamit niya, more chances yung pwede nyo makuha para mag-gumawa ng play.
Jade just have the arcane shift. Easily disengaging. Yun nga lang, medyo masakit yung hampas talaga ng isang Lilia.
At saka yung wave clear din, no? So, actually, parang iniisip ko nga kung magja-jax ka dito sa lineup na to, parang ang pinaka-advantage mo lang talaga is yung early game Yung laning mo with Camille. Pero after that, pagdating sa teamfight, merong Lilia na dadamage sa'yo kahit naka third skill ka. Merong Corky na may true damage din kahit even yung ultimate dito ng isang Jax, di ba? Which give him a lot of defensive stats. Eh, nanenegate lang ng isang Corki. So parang medyo mahihirap. I mean, hindi lahat ng advantage is nakuha ng Jax sa pagiging Jax niya dito sa lineup na nabuo dito ng soft moves.
Maganda lang. I mean, when Jay reaches mid-game, one of the win conditions here of both teams is split push, diba?
Yeah, tama.
Jax is one of those champions that can just deal with almost anyone. This time though, Scorn gonna be joining, but he's gonna be turned here by the members of Soft Moves. So let's see if they can actually get failed by Phaeton. Quick disengage though, as they're just trying to get out of harm's way. The Realm Warp actually closes them back in, but Chelsea might be in a bad spot this time around. Raiken, Big Lullaby was highly impactful there as Lara 1 even picked up 2 kills along the way. 4 kills is into 1 soft moves, but a big impact.
And doon nalalabas yung drafting eh. Kasi nakita natin yung mga key spells dito na ginamit ng near end is natanggal lang ng Brom. Diba? Like, yung combo, just imagine, diba? Dapat yung impale into a hero's entrance yan, no? Ang nahatak niya, kaso unfortunately, hindi pa enough yung time or yung timing siguro para mahatak nila tumama yung stun. Eto, gusto ko rin itong concept na to. No, nahahabol sana sila kaso, syempre, lagi nga pinapag-usapan, diba? Nasa execution pa rin eh.
That was a 4-man lifting lullaby by Raiken. But the damage output of near end wasn't actually enough to counter that as well kasi medyo mispositioned na rin sila and they didn't have their usual combination anymore. Nagamit na yung fail, nagamit na yung hero's entrance. So, kumbaga tapos na yung wombo combo nila. They had no reason to actually chase them down, but they got a little too hungry doing so.
Parang pumitek, nag-proc yung killer instinct nila doon. So right now, 6-minute mark na tayo dito.
Jade is low in HP though.
Oo, sobra.
Only hitting the 5 before he upped his shield. Scorn getting low in HP. Lifting Lalabay again by Raiken. And looks like there's no way to escape here for Fate and the rest of the squad of near end. Jade trying to help them out, but it's already too late. Dragon exposed, just absolutely free for the taking by soft moves as now. Looking to even dive them under the tower. Jade is so low, it can't even survive for 1 second alongside with Cold Snap. So that's gonna be 4 kills in total. Dragon secured as well and even a tower in the bot lane.
Grabe, sobrang deep. I mean, sobrang aggressive ng soft moves dito. Recognizes that they have that. I mean, Reef Herald secured, direchos dito sa Dragon. I mean, wala silang gusto ko ibigay dito sa side ng near end.
Yeah, it's a one-sided beatdown that we are witnessing right now coming in from soft moves.
Kumbaga, sineryoso nila. They know the worth nitong series na to. So, kumbaga, sa mga ganitong labang kasi magkakaalaman sino yung mas gutom, sino yung mas may gusto na makapasok ng top 2 at na makaabot ng playoffs. And seems like sa pinapakita dito na soft moves, parang mas gusto nila itong laban na ito na maipanalo.
Look at the score of Raigen as well. 3-0-6. Highly
100%.
impactful performance here by him as well as they dive under the tower. Forces the flash though, just for the disengage. Near end, completely denying that opportunity top side. Bot side, we see Cold Snap just pushing, trying to farm. Isa yun sa pinakakailangan gawin ngayon ng Rise if ever kasi tagal pa talaga ng power spike niya. Needs to get to 3 items. It's very, very behind in terms of gold compared to Raigen.
Eh, grabe naman kasi 100% kill participation yan eh. Kumbaga, kompleto eh.
Alanganin.
Yan na.
Assault and battery is gonna be used here onto Phaeton, but the impale is actually highly impactful as well. Good taunt. Shields it on, but the sleep is just too much. Look at the damage coming in from Raigen. It's still very, very healthy. The only thing low on him right now is mana. I think it's just gonna be disengaging for now.
Pero grabe, no? Ang ganda naman ng play na ginagawa ng near end. Kasi unfortunately, hindi nila nako-convert sa kill. Somehow, parang nabibitin sila sa damage para sa, I mean, to close yung initial engage dito na ginagawa ni Phaeton. No? So, yun ang pinag-uusapan natin. Kinakailangan talaga ma-practice talaga eh. And para makuha niyo yung timing, yung synergy ng layering ng skills if you have this Skarner comp.
Medyo alanganin nga lang to. I mean, soft moves might be in a bad spot because they don't have Raigen alongside with them, which is the most fed member on their side. But looks like it's not even going to be a problem. Here's Entrance only hitting Shaltir. Treasure Bronze leading a massive damage there alongside with that follow-up. But here comes Raigen, even flashing in just to take the Jacks down. Turns into a 1-for-2 trade, still favoring soft moves.
Yeah. Sobrang dami ng gold na hinawakan dito na soft moves. Si Skarner na makunat, dapat hindi na siya ganun kakunat sa paningin nila.
I mean, there's a death cap on Raigen.
Oo. Imagine, death cap, second item. Goes to show kung gaano karami yung pera niya. Alam niya, sabi niya, man, rekta death cap na to, boy. O, second item ko na. Afford ko naman eh. Sabi niya dito eh, with that 406 KDA. Almost 100%. Medyo hindi lang siya nakasama dun sa initial fight nung, initial fight. Kaya hindi siya nakapag-participate doon. Could have been 100% pa rin till now. 1 minute. Mag-spawn ng ating next dragon. As well as ang ating baron sa 11-minute mark.
Sometimes they pick like the Leandris Torment third item, but most of the time it's Trident. And it just makes a lot more sense because there's 2 Gargoyle Stone Plate Boots Enchantment on the near end side. Larawan getting very aggressive against Jade. Look at the damage! Sobrang taas. Raigen just dodging through on some of the attacks here of Jade, just baiting him out, even baited the hero's entrance. But Shelter might be the bad spot because that's suddenly 4 members of near end trying to take him down, but it's still surviving for so long. Finally, he dies, but here's the rest of the squad here, soft moves, just making the punishment again and again and again and again. 2 kills for Larawan. Hextech ultimatum here onto Cold Snap and the follow-up once more. But the rest of the members of Soft Food just not letting anyone escape. That's gonna be the quadra kill for Larawan and an ace by Soft Moves.
Good pick dito sa side na soft move. Finding that fight. Nawala pa yung Ezreal. Actually, sobrang late na dumating yung Ezreal dun sa team fight na yon. And that's because, pinili ng soft move na gumawa ng play dun sa top side. And if ever they win that fight, makakuha ka sila ng baron. Ayan, tinan yung minimap guys. Ang tagal na ng team fight niyan. Ngayon pala nakasama yung Ezreal natin dito. And that's really good on the side of soft moves. Walang DPS.
Complete denial. Complete domination.
Kasi di ba pinok siya ni Larawan kanina sa mid lane? Kaya hindi siya, kumbaga kinakailangan niya mag-reset pa bago makasama sa team fight. Kaso nga na nagkaroon ng away.
HP na lang siya nun eh.
Yeah.
And no honey fruit nearby as well. Very unfortunate case for Jade.
And lahat ng win condition guys. Soul point na dito ang side na soft moves. Baron buff is applied on all lanes.
May 3 items na nga dito si Larawan. Meanwhile, not even a Trinity Force completed just yet. Oh, flash! But another flash. And in return by Raigen just to get that outplay. Not get stunned by Phaeton kasi medyo nakakatakot naman, but it's much more scary actually for Cold Snap in that situation. Hextech ultimatum against a very, very well-fed Camille as well. That was weird. Fail used by Phaeton. Maybe he thought he had flash or something, but that's a key ultimate or key ability no longer available on the Skarner. And that just allows soft moves to not feel any pressure while pushing all 3 lanes. 2 inhibitor towers going to be taken down already, about to be the 3rd one. And one of the fastest games as well that we have seen so far in the entirety of Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1. They're trying to end the game for the time, especially with the Baron Power minions and near end. Closing to the end already. Soft moves, big, massive results in this game 1.
Grabe. Akala, gusto ko sanang, wini-wish ko na i-hit niya na yung Nexus para hindi umabot na 13-minute mark. And they did. 12 minutes 55. Hindi ba ito yung fastest? Ito ba?
No.
Ang fastest game natin?
The fastest so far is week 1, day 2, which is the match of ACBR and Cubao.
Ilang minutes yun?
12 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh, I
Unfortunately,
see.
it wasn't beaten by them. Pero it's still nice. Still nice.
Pero still, ang ganda, very dominating yung performance na pinakita sa atin dito na soft moves. Considering na sila pa yung pinakauna nag-pick dito ng unusual pick so far, no? Yung Lilia mid. No? And napagana nila ito against this, actually on paper, ang ganda ng draft na ginawa dito ng, near end eh. Like, sa simula parang they got Rise as well as Ezreal. Kaso, pagka-pick ng Braum, parang biglang nawalan kaagad ng advantage yung side ng, ng near end eh. No?
Ganda sana din. Theoretically, the composition looked really good. Pero siguro isa din talaga sa mga downside ko ng ng ganitong klaseng composition na more heavy towards scaling and such, and more tanks rather than fighters, lacking in damage and more relying on the damage that they are relying on is not there because of two things. One, late game talaga yung ibang champions sa kanila, just like the Light, and two, the early game hiccup na nangyari kay Jade. Ang hirap na talaga ng late
Yun
game.
na nga eh. Kumbaga, ang inaasahan na lang na parang damage dealer nila sa early game is yun yung pa yung champion na ang aga na wala ng sums. Which is, nagtagal sa kanila mga opportunities para gumawa ng play or mas maging aggressive sa laning phase, which is dapat na ginagawa ng isang Ezreal.
Yep. That resulted to a one-sided
Grabe.
beatdown by soft moves.
Tingnan mo yung stats ni Defy yun, 0-0-16. Tingnan mo yung stats ni Lara 1, ni Chessman 1, 10-0-5. Ayan.
Yung isang kill na yung wala siyang participation, I guess, is the solo kill by Zoro kay Fullstack. Yun lang. Sa bot lane kanina. Yung Hexag ultimatum niya.
Pero si Raigen, para 17 kill participation niya, tapos 18 ba ang total? I think.
Dami.
Pero sobra. I mean, lahat sila, nagawa nila ng tama yung roles nila. Especially si Shelter, isang gusto ko lang i-mention, yung winning fight nila, yung parang yun yung nag-define talaga na parang atin na tong game na to is yung engage niya doon sa top side, na nakapag-buy time siya, nabuhay siya, na na-force etong near end, nahabulin pa siya para i-close yung kit, tapos naabutan sila lahat.
And syempre, MVP natin is no other than Lara 1 or Chessman. Siya lang natin yung kilala ko may number 1 sa dulo ng IGN. Aside kay Ichan Sor 1.
Chinese 1.
Ay, Chinese 1. Bin talaga. Pag
may
may
one
ka sa dulo ng pangalan mo, ikaw ang number 1.
Tito ka na. Tito ka na ng Wild Rift, guys.
Shoutout kay Chinese 1. Shoutout kay Ichan Sor. Yan, Sor.
Palo tayo kanina, hindi pa rin ako nakakamupa na. Aray mo
Huwag
talaga.
mo na ipaalala, nakalimutan ko na eh.
Pinakita mo kasi kanina sa broadcast yung defeat eh. Diba? And that was game number 1 ng ating series. And may upper hand. Match point na dito ang side ng soft moves.
Yung mahirap lang dito kasi bukod sa kumbaga nakasalalay dito yung series, elimination match na ito, and series point pa para sa soft moves ngayon, it's hard to kind of get a comeback there. Ang daming mga ida-digest, but we'll talk about that later on, guys, kasi pumunta muna tayo sa isang maikling break. Still watching Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open, and we'll get back to game number 2 after a while.
The Earth hides many secrets. Let's shake things up. Every stone weaves a different story.
I am Eastall. witness my might.
Feel my speed. Speeding up.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dito sa Wild Runs Pilipinas Open Split 1, Week 3, Day number 2. Ako nga pala si Rebixco, ang inyong host for today, at ang kasama ko ngayon si Kian Gaming and Coach Red.
Pa-record na! Sobrang random! Gaya-gaya mo. Galing mo, girl.
Galing!
Si Reby yun! Si Reby yun, Kian!
Ano ka ba naman, Giyang? Hindi mo ba nakilala kung sino ako? Balik na tayo sa pwesto natin.
Miscom, sorry. Oh my God. Anong...
Nagsaprol lang muna kami. Pinagtin ko lang kung...
Ganun pala yung feeling.
Ganun pala yung feeling.
Nalito nga ako nalito ako
At least naramdaman, ganun pala kapag ka, naramdaman ko talaga na parang ang ganda-ganda ko nung nandun ako sa, sa host position.
Sayang, dapat mga 5 minutes tayong ganyan eh.
Oo nga eh. Kaso,
Kakayanin mo ba yun? Kakayanin mo?
feeling ko, parang na-feel ko na yung other part ko, parang gusto na mag-come out. Di ba? Okay po, guys. Parang naramdaman ko na. Ano ba ba?
Masyadong
Pride Month ngayon.
True. Happy
Month
Pride.
ngayon.
Happy Pride. But of course, it's parang
character
shake
pa
things
ako.
up. Okay.
In character. Oh,
Stay-
ano?
Dapat buong broadcast,
Buong
okay?
broadcast.
Until the end.
Sige, game back. Diba?
Sige, alright. Okay, dapat may
Okay,
professional analysis din, okay?
Mhm.
Pati si Kian.
Hirap ko eh.
Be. Gawa mo dyan, Be.
Kabila naman.
Naaurahan ng bebe ko.
Yan.
Dito.
I'll put it down.
Parang hirap.
Sige,
May
guys.
ipit.
Analysis. Thoughts nyo on game number 1.
Very,
Para sa akin, ganda ng kabog na kabog talaga ang galawan dito ng soft moves. Like talagang nag-prepare sila coming to this match and yeah. Pack na pack. Kumbaga. Boom.
wala akong maisip na linya.
He'll say one thing and then it gets better and better.
Ako nag-reloading ako eh. Pwede pa yun ang dictionary.
I'll save. Okay. Guys, game elimination match. Elimination. Okay?
Yeah.
1 point already for soft moves. Near end, maganda yung composition nila but it just wasn't there.
Yun lang yung mahirap.
Oh,
Near
no.
end, really, living their name right now, getting closer to the end, if ever, end of the road. Pero dito lang split one kung sakali. SM, ganda yung performance nila, ganda ng draft, ganda ng transition nila, everything is just so clean.
True.
And Near end has to find some weaknesses na, Mare, ano kailangan nilang gawin?
I think kinakailangan na nilang gamitin ang mga best pick nila dito sa line na to, sa game na to. Kasi, man, isang talo na lang. Talagang borlogs na ang mga lola mo, di ba?
Nag-slip.
Ganon, Slipadu-badu. Log to my G.
Ano?
Kami na nakakintindi na, di ba? Oo, kami na yon. Spanish language yan. Di ba? Girl, ano ba?
Spanish belt ang alam ko eh.
Keep up, girl. Okay na. Hindi ko pag-pili ko magka-come out na ako after ng broadcast na to. So, focus na tayo dito sa game na to, guys. Seryoso dapat?
Yes!
Oo.
Kinakabahan ako sa mga hawak mo eh.
Seryoso dapat tayo.
Guys! League of Legends, Wild Rift.
Oo, kasi tingnan mo, nag-pick sila ng Siege. Tingnan mo, be.
In no way, bro.
guys, kung nandito kayo, if you guys were here, the prod is laughing.
Kinakabahan ang prod. Kinakabahan sa mga nagaganap. Listen. Okay,
Yan na, listen.
They banned Singe, they picked Listen.
Ah.
What do they have in common?
Tatanong kasi si Revy. Parang ina-expect niya back pa rin ako. Hindi niya excited eh. Pero pero gusto ko makita natin seryoso na dito ang side ng near end, no? Having Listen available. Sabi nila hindi pwedeng hindi natin i-first pick to, no? Alpha of the jungle right now dito. And yeah, ganda rin yung sagot dito ng soft move, denying that Renekton, the dynamic duo ng ating meta sa Wild Rift ngayon, the Listen Renekton, and with that, that's very huge dito sa side ng soft moves.
I think honestly, magandang pick to para sa side ng near end kasi we saw earlier the Listen jungle denying the enemy camps while also just farming super fast. So parang ×2 yung gold, the gold lead during that game from the first series. So maybe we could see something here, maybe signs of life here from the side of near end. But Giang parang here thinking about this.
Nag-iisip ako ng pwedeng response dito ng soft moves against the Listen. Pero usually, Listen is used as a counter towards, you know like the Nidalee, Viego, even Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix, I think, maybe, can be picked up here for soft moves. Pero this is a very aggressive lineup brewing up sa side ng near end. And I'm based just on the first 3 picks. Yan.
Pero huwag natin kalimutan na si Sheltir, isa siya sa mga parang one trick ng Listen. Like, kapag nakita mo siyang gumamit ng Listen, sobrang kabisado niya. And seeing this Gragas, parang feeling ko meron something. Like, di ba pwede niyang third skill lang yung second Q ng Listen. So parang yun yung nakikita, as a Listen main, parang nakikita niya na ito yung isang magandang counter.
Buff din siya? Oo ba?
Parang,
batch?
yata,
Itong recent na.
Oo.
I think oo.
Pinaka-update yan eh, kaya nga nakakainis eh.
Pero ang ganda rin dito ng soft moves, no? Miss Fortune, isa sa mga champions na nakita na, kumbaga kung meron tayong Vi Listen sa jungle, meron naman tayong Listen Miss Fortune sa bottom lane eh. So agawan ng priority sa lane dito. Kasi nakita naman natin kung paano gamitin dito ng mga teams na kasali yung priority. Like, level first wave, gamitin priority, invade kagad. Yung mga ganong tipong mga scenario, sila yung bumubuo nun. So, ban phase guys, ito, nagtagal na kagad ng Morgana.
And Sin's out here for the side of near end. Kaso, looking at the comp of near end so far, I'm kind of thinking like we have a lot of very AD heavy siya. We have a good front line. But of course, yung Misfortune and Gragas, I feel like that is going to counter whatever they have here. And again, sa side ng soft moves, feeling ko they have that flexibility and that confidence to play a little bit messy. Whereas yung side ng near end, I feel a little bit safe. It feels like they're playing safe.
Kasi they have the strong picks eh. So far eh. On paper, parang Listen, Kisante, and Lucian eh. So basically, all of them can dominate their respective lanes so far. Pero yung sagot ng soft moves, parang ganun din eh. Like Renekton, MF, and this time, Hecarim.
It is a frontline heavy lineup by soft moves. Willing sila makipag-contest talaga dito sa near end. Because a while ago, I was thinking, alright, this is a very aggressive lineup as well by near end Listen, especially on the small skirmishes, on the team points when it gets his tempos, gonna be able to control like the pacing of the game and the positioning, mess with the positioning of soft moves. Now as they pick Lucian and even hovering the Rakan, locking it in, this amplifies how much they want to go all in against soft moves, especially on team fights. I think Rakan is also a champion, a really good champion to deny the usual pang-iirita
ng
Ah.
Hecarim, no?
Yeah.
Plus,
True.
fairly
Oh,
to Rihanna.
Hopefully this time we would see some damage, right? Because
Yeah.
the previous match didn't see it at all. Switches up
Oh,
to the Ahri. I
okay.
think this is much better. Problem lang, more on single target. Yung iba sa kanila, yung Rakan lang talaga yung pinaka-okay for like multiple targets.
At ang maganda lang dito, meron sila parang initial engage
Oh?
na pwedeng
Oh?
gamitin dito. Oy!
Ang ganda ng combo nito kung
Yup.
sakali. And
Misfortune, Seraphine.
Mhm.
if this gets locked in, that means Gragas in mid lane.
Oo.
Di ba?
Oh, totoo.
It's locked.
Yun!
First pick Seraphine here in split
like
1.
Yeah. And recently buffed din ito si Seraphine. Actually, nung binabasa ko yung patch notes, guys, parang ang nakita kong pinakamagandang buff is kay Seraphine. Like, pinataas yung healing niya, tas yung sustain niya.
So, lahat
well
ng
as
multipliers,
Oo.
everything.
Yung synergy pa niya with MF, di ba?
And
Ang-
Hecarim.
And Hecarim,
Like
yeah.
lahat.
Go
Pero-
fast.
I mean, yung lading pa, di ba? Kailangan mas slow muna para mag-root eh. Di ba ganun ang ginagawa? Which is kaya i-provide na isang MF,
Yeah.
di ba? Tapos ultimate pa
So
dito.
make it train lang yun.
Make it train lang yan. Tama. Plus, ang gandang parang disengage or disrupt na skill din yun if ever na mag-decide eto si Scorn with that Rakan na mag-engage. Kasi lahat ng mga members dito na side ng near end, for sure susunod sila in-align eh.
Yup.
Di ba?
Yup.
So para magpapasa-pasa sila ng ultimate dito sa Seraphine. Manda.
So, we have 3 champions with charms.
Mm.
Ari, Rakan, Seraphine.
Mm.
But of course, I think I like the Rakan adjustment because it a little bit fixes that problem of single target damage. But of course, I really like the way that Soft Moves also kind of mixed it up kasi maganda yung lineup of champions nila. It's really good for team fights, it's good for those small skirmishes, and of course yung individual duels. But of course, this is game number 2, do or die for near end. And of course, if Soft Moves can close it out, they will be moving on in this tournament. But of course, let's see if they can keep their tournament life alive here in game number 2.
Oh, dito na magkakaalaman.
Oo nga.
Pero bang game 3?
Game, kasi actually hindi ako magtataka kung umabot tayo ng game number 3.
Maganda yung lineup eh. Maganda yung
Oo.
lineup.
Kasi
Kasi
same-
talaga makapitas eh.
Same as game number 1, parang naglilin towards sa teamfight-oriented na composition eto near end eh.
Oo.
Di ba? Pero unfortunately, nung game number 1, hindi nila nagawa yun kasi naistorbo sila like yung level 1.
Sobra.
Yung level 1 nila, di ba, nawala na subs kagad. Etong si Jade. Tapos bago yung sa 6-minute mark, hindi rin natuloy yung team fight kasi kulang naman sila nisa. So yung strength ng team composition nila is hindi nila na-utilize. Pero this time, they know kung ano na yung galawan or mga tendencies dito na side na soft moves. So pwede na nilang pigilan ito. Pero what I love about soft moves is hindi sila takot. Sobrang flexible nila. Like, diba? Sila yung gumagamit ng mga champions na hindi natin usually nakikita.
I'm curious here
Mhm.
on the runes na meron dito kay Raiden.
Oo.
Kasi diba, naturally when they see Gragas mid, may kita natin ay electric
Electric, oo.
harvest, and everything has the grasp of the Undying. So maybe he wants to scale up a little bit more. Tuwing susugod siya,
Oo.
or babody stamp siya dito kay Cold Stamp, he wants to get that additional sustain.
Sustain, oo.
Pampakunat niya kasi knowing that there's a Lee Sin and an Ahri and even Lucian, it's easy to burst down an AP Gragas. O yan, proc ulit, Grasp of the Undying, slow, tas possibly another proc.
Short trade lang. Kumbaga parang yun ang plano niya, parang out trade niya ang isang Ari sa early game. Kasi sa early game naman ang Ari hindi pa siya ganun ka-mobile. Kasi subot din, no? Yan o. Away, sakit.
Nako, pulado ka agad.
Oho.
Really good trades coming in from Jade and Scorn. Naka-Ruby Crystal din si Raigan. That makes it more curious. Ano yung naging build path niya if he's
Rowa
gonna go
siguro.
AP or will
Pwede.
go full tank. Pero kung gano'n kasi medyo mahirap dating sa damage, so maybe the items he mentioned, lot of ages.
Kasi usually kapag Oy! Teka lang ito. Namaan.
Si Corn, medyo napasobra ata. Oh my god, a flash
Oy,
out!
isa pa.
Just to stay alive. And it does. Sakit din kasi ng bawas dito ni Larawan eh.
Yeah.
Misfortune. One of the best things about Misfortune is kumagay auto Q combo.
Auto Q. Auto attack reset niya. With that Q, so parang ang taas talaga ng damage niya na pwede gawin in a span of like less than 1 second. Kumbaga yun na yung short trade niya dun eh.
Yeah.
Not mentioning yung range niya kasi sobrang layo din ng range ng isang MF eh. Compared to a Lucian. Kumbaga, ang makakasagot lang na damage ng Lucian dun is yung Q niya, yung extended Q. If naka-line up ka. Pero MF, kung tama yung spacing mo, ma-out-trade mo yung Lucian.
Saka hustle pa yung bounce.
Oo.
I think, personally, I think it's sobrang busted talaga. Like, weird kung paano tumatama. Minsan, nakala mo,
totoo.
Tapos biglang ganun,
Bigla sa'yo papunta na lumiliko. Lumiliko
Riot?
Oo.
Papagano ko na lang.
Tapos ang sakit pa ka mo. Oo.
Parang tipong galit talaga sa'yo yung mundo eh.
Oo. Plus, yung discovery ng collector build dito kay Miss Fortune. No? Sobrang ganda na synergy with that critical. Pero ito na nga, pumasok agad.
Onto the shadows, special tier as the kick comes through as well.
Uy,
Cast for the isolation. It's just brilliant, bro. No escape for Phaeton in the mid lane. The moment they committed, the commitment is just much better alongside with the counter by soft moves.
And grabe, no? Like, kabisa. I mean, ang hirap i-execute nito, Gragas Hecarim combo, guys. Hindi siya madaling i-execute, and for them to like do that in this the big stage. I mean, di ba? Ibig sabihin talaga pre-practice nila ito. Ayan, no? Kasi pwede magsabay-sabay yung skills nila. Dapat eh. Kung hindi mo kabisado yung kung sino yung kakampi mo. Like, pwede explosive cast ka agad. Hindi. Inaantabayan na talaga nila. Kumbaga na-practice nila ito. So, nag-prepare talaga sila dito sa match na meron tayo ngayon.
Pero bullet time, pero may pagtakot naman sa scorn.
Yun na.
Be used as well, even the quickness. So try and counter them as well.
Medyo defensive lang yung ginawa nila doon.
Problem is, Saltier, bot lane. Phaeton is gonna be on the way as well.
May ulti yan.
Level 6, both the junglers, good knock up with the grand entrance. Saltier just trying to speed himself to escape. Good sustain, especially with the shield. It's not gonna be enough as Jade picks it up.
Yes. Jade using that flash to secure that kill. 1-1 na tayo ngayon. Gold, pantay na pantay din. So this time nakakasagot ng near end. Not like yung nangyari ng game number 1. And mas may fighting chance sila dito sa game number 2. 4 minutes na, guys. So we still have 2 minutes sa ating laning phase, and we'll see kung ano yung gagawin dito na parehong teams natin. Or that is the first neutral objective fight.
AD Renekton,
First
build, Blade of the Ruin King to try and deal against the Sante. So far, no threats coming from this Renekton. Bramble best pa si Jay, kaya medyo may ito para sa Renekton, especially the reduced healing that he should have. Pang sustain talaga sa kanya.
Tapos na-nerf pa yan, na-nerf pa yung healing niya Renekton nung mga 3 patches ago siguro. I think parang ganun. Pero still, ang ganda pa rin ng performance sa isang Renekton. So parang na-balance out lang siya. Pero defense, ganda.
Safeguard.
Okay lang. Okay lang. Kasi may oras pa naman sila bago yung first neutral fight eh. So parang 1 minute pa, enough time para mag-cool down itong ultimate dito ni Sheltier. So parang...
Up to for him, and he knows there's no ult. Might use already. I think he was able to still secure that red buff, but now they're overextended. Phaeton with Dragon's Rage just to push them back. The flash as well. Double flashes there by near end just to escape.
And that's very huge on the side of soft moves kasi they know na walang summoners sa itong mga members ng near end, and easy target yan if ever na magkaroon tayo ng laban.
It's a
tank build.
Gragas build. So, Hollow Radiance.
Kumbaga, para ma-maximize din niya yung
Wave clear.
Wave clear as well as yung Grass of yan dahil Sunfire eh. Okay lang din actually.
Yung maganda kasi sa Sunfire, when you have your max cumulative stacks, like your auto attacks becomes enhanced as well. Pang AoE. And also, small thing lang, mas mataas yung HP ratio to emulate DPS sa Sunfire compared to the Hollow Radiance. No damage from the Charm and from the Ahri, but Raigan still forced back. Dragon secured here by near end, as the Rift Herald still being taken down by the members of Soft Moves. But no threat at all. Rift Herald gonna be spawned intermittently. Nessie
pumasok ko!
them. Jay coming unstoppable for a bit. Forced to use the flash. Yun lang na damage Jay! They might actually die with a bullet time. It's raining down on them. Might have defended their mid lane from the Rift Herald, but with the casualty onto Jade, the tower's still going to be taken down, and Jade might actually be in a bad spot this time around. Tries to escape, flash in by Lara 1 to secure the kill.
kills in total. Lost a tower. Might even be 3 towers in exchange for just 1 by near end kasi they're also pushing the bot lane.
Pero ang ganda rin naman dito, kumbaga yun yung answer na ginawa dito ng side ng near end, dun sa bottom side ng map, no? So, parang kumuha rin sila ng tower doon, nakakuha rin sila ng kill dito kay Raigen. Although sobrang tagal nga lang nila ma-set up yung lane kasi na-clear kagad ni Raigen yun for the potential tower dive dapat eh. And with that, parang mas nauna nakagawa dito na play ang soft move sa mid lane as well as meron silang Rift Herald eh. And with that, eto na yung goal din sila, 2,000 sa 7-minute mark, even though 3-2 lang yung kill score natin.
Paldo ka agad
Paldo ka agad?
si Larawan.
Oo.
1,200, 400 gold lead
Oo.
against Jade. Kaya halos pa 2 items na siya. Almost completing his Bloodthirster if ever. The Groot after the slow.
Yan na.
Cast available but not used just yet. Young Orb missing, but I think it's still gonna be enough damage, especially with the damage coming in from Larawan. 3-0 already. Top lane gonna be responded here by near end, forcing Zoro to actually just disengage. The tower should be taken down by near end.
Pero napakaganda ng napakaganda ng rotation ng parehong teams natin. They know kung paano kumuha ng value dun sa situation nila sa mapa. Like kapag may strong side tayo, dun sa strong side tayo gagawa ng play. Weak side, do your thing, try to like defend the tower or clear the minions para madelay lang yung opposing team. Pero this time, dahil sa lead na hinawakan dito ng soft moves, mas nauuna talaga sila. Pero yun na, tower dive sa mid.
Towers taken down
Buhay
by
pa.
Softful. Shelter surviving, gets knocked up, but that's an odd engage coming from Core, not gonna lie.
Teleport.
First teleport by Jay into the all-out,
Oy,
isolating
nakuha.
Raigen, put him in harm's way. Bullet time actually gonna be zoning the members here up near end. 1 kill by this blue side team. No trades.
No trade at all. Good defense dito na ginawa ng Softballs. That could have been tower down sa mid lane, which is very huge dito sa side ng near end if they was able to pull him off. Kasi bubukas na kagad yung mapa eh. So right now, ang advantage ng soft moves is wala na mga first tier tower dito ang
Oy!
end.
Ganda na
Grabe
sana
naman!
nun kung nakatago siya sa pader.
Oo.
But still, an outplay is an outplay. They did get that 1 kill, or solo kill. Turned into a 1-for-1 trade, so no junglers on both
my
sides.
God, Raigen!
You just isolate Scorn, and Jade is left alone.
Grabe to si Raigen, no? Talaga siya yung mid laner natin dito na sobrang flexible pagdating sa champ pool eh. Kumbaga siya yung mga gumagamit ng mga kakaibang picks eh. Like, kung naalala nyo, siya rin guys yung gumamit ng Singe against sa SKL. Diba, hindi niya pinaglaro ng LoL si Tactical. Tapos naglabas siya ng Lilia, ng game number 1, and this time, Gragas mid. And sobrang laki ng impact na pinapakita niya dito. Kaso nga lang, medyo malalim kaya ata. Boy! Boss!
Boy, you are too far back. Flash use already. No cast this time to isolate the members of near end. It looks like the backup is going to be here. At least to try and equalize the score. Maybe even get the upper hand. Teleport going to be coming as well. Coming from Zoro. Zoning the members of near end away. There's nothing that Jay can actually do. Zoro closing the distance as well. The Dominus keeping himself healthy. 10 seconds remaining on the Dragon though.
Ganda, maganda yung trade ang ginawa nila doon. Muntikan pa mabuhay si Ryan doon, no? Kasi parating na rin dito lahat ng members ng soft moves eh. 10 seconds spawning ang ating Dragon. 4v4.
Makakaabot pa ata si Raigen kasi on the way na siya. Has the portal as well. 4,000 left on the Dragon. Bullet time gonna be zoning some of the members here and no steal this time. It is Zoro that secures the Dragon. The Saltier has joined the fray. Storm getting low with HP. Cast dodge by him. But the rest of the 3 members actually was able to position themselves better to get more away from soft moves.
15 seconds, 8 seconds respawning ang ating Baron. And we'll see kung ano magiging rotation na itong parehong teams natin. 3K gold lead ang hinawakan dito ng soft moves against near end. And rotation-wise, medyo naghihintayan sila eh. Like, hinihintay muna nila talaga mag-show yung mga members dito ng opposing team nila sa mga lanes bago sila mag-decide kung saan sila pupunta. Like right now, Raigen is showing on the map. Show rin dito si Zoro dun sa bottom part ng map. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, ano, near end, nilagay nila ito si Ari sa top side. Trying to set up a death rush dito. Kaso nainip na lang. Sabi niya, okay, wag na lang muna.
Raigen?
Yan, nakita
I think
siya.
he knows. He has some information, but he's gonna be isolated. Medyo makunat nga lang siya. The cast gonna be is to isolate them. Not enough to actually survive.
Yeah. 5-man stack ngayon dito on near end, Threatening this Baron take dito sa side ng soft moves kasi ang problema nila. mahirap sila mag-start ng Baron knowing na merong misfortune as well as Seraphine sa kalaban. Like kung magdidikit-dikit kayo, isang wombo combo kahit etong dalawa lang, plus yung ultimate dito ng isang Hecarim, pwede bumaliktad yung laban dito.
Yeah, yun,
Considering yung debuff pa ng Baron, and hindi binibigay yun ng Nier. And sabi nila, slowly but surely lang, patagalin lang muna natin itong laban. Good pick off dito kay Raigen. And yeah, with that, medyo luluwag yung mapa nila and try to
And I think
close the gap.
The K-Sante might actually be a massive problem here because he doesn't have any reason to actually build magic resistance. Because there's no magic damage source or heavy magic damage source at most to grow. Konti lang kay Raigen, konti lang kay Defy because Raigen's building tank and this is a support Seraphine. So all he has to do is to build armor and get unending despair later on, then he's gonna be good.
Actually, parang magiging unkillable na siya later on dito sa fight na to. And once na ma-hit niya yung mga items na yon, if ever na gusto niya i-duel or abutin itong isang misfortune, kaya-kaya niya. Diba? And with those defensive stats, mas masakit pa lalo ang skill set dito ng isang Kisante.
He's gonna be building Random Winds Omen as well to reduce some of the crit damage.
Iba yung build dito ng ni Larawan, nag-go towards sa Dust Blade siya and crit build. Hindi siya
Sa atin kasi ng pang-burst talaga eh.
totoo, pang-burst. Pero sayang kasi yung stocks eh. Sayang eh. Kung early game oriented na misfortune ka.
Sige mo na yun,
mag-i-stack ka.
ka na tapos ganyan. Siguro at most,
6-0 na yun. Diba?
Baka 3-4 na stocks na yan siya.
Mas mataas na yung threshold ng execute sana nun. Pero hindi naman mangyayari lahat ng yun kung hindi naman Dust Blade din yung build niya. Diba?
Yeah.
So,
Dapat
iba
talaga na benefit na binibigay yun eh.
Jungle!
Jaltir gonna engage the Dragon Trade actually high value, but awkward is just much better hits the backline! And Jade scored already down! Look at the crowd control chain being established here by soft moves. Backline as well, just being decimated by Zoro. Suddenly, 4 casualties on near end. And soft moves now starting the Baron.
Grabe, sayang! Ang ganda sana ng play na ginawa nun ng near end. Trying to assassinate yung jungler ng side ng soft moves. Kaso unfortunately, hindi umabot yung burst damage nila. Plus, yung sustain na kaya ibigay ng isang Seraphine. Di ba nga na-buff yan? From 2% to 3% yata. Ganun kalaki. And tuloy-tuloy yun. Low cold na yun. And dahil doon, nakita nyo, wala na silang mga buhay nung start ng Baron. Pero with the sustain na kaya provide ng isang Seraphine, na-secure nila itong Baron. Si Baron. And with that, ilang gold din na nila dito. Almost 7,000 gold din lang hinahawakan nila.
Much more difficult for near end to come back from. Good thing there's no soul for either of them. Because they have 1-1. Both of them has a dragon stack. Jay cannot really survive everything just yet due to the fact that he is kind of behind as well.
Pero sa lead kasi na hinahawakan dito na soft moves, even etong si Zoro, parang pure tank na rin kanina eh. Zoning a lot of members dito ng side ng near end eh. Ayun lang.
Taas na sustain din na meron siya. Oh no, Skarn is just isolated the moment he goes in. There's no way to get out. And that's due to the composition designed by soft moves. No escape, no chance to disengage.
And ito na. Last push na yata na gustong gawin dito na side ng soft moves.
Oh my god, that cast is just insane. Bullet time, a little bit late.
Di ka pa.
But landing so much damage onto Jay. Anchor as well onto the flash. And looks like Jay is gonna be taken down. The kick as well. Not really having that much impact, but impact is just much better by soft moves. This team will be the one to have a survival in this tournament. Meanwhile, near end, already at the end of their journey. At least here in Split 1.
Split 1. Grabe Split 1. Grabe yung group stages natin dito. Grabe yung mga laban. And lahat ng groups, no? Ang ganda ng laban. Especially itong dalawang team na to. Like, makikita mo talaga on how much they want to secure yung second top 2. Kasi as we all know, di ba? Dalawang teams lang from each group will move on to the playoffs. And this time, na-secure na yon na side ng soft.
Ganda ng performance. I like the Gragas pick, bro. I like the Gragas tank build. It's so good. So good.
I mean, gumagamit na nga siya ng mga champions na hindi ko pwede sabihin unorthodox, hindi naman unorthodox, pero not usually used on the mid lane. Diba? Pero pagdating sa itemization, hindi rin siya takot mag-experiment or gumamit na itong mga
Natutuwa
champion
nga
na
ako
to.
dito. And props sa team nila. I mean, on the guild as well kasi yung mga yan, kilala din natin. Raigen is one of the very few mid laners actually na tumutupad kapag nagre-request ako ng ASOL.
Tumutupad.
Either siya or si Onops. Yung talagang
Pumapayag.
frequent. Oo, like
pumapayag.
frequent. Na tournament.
Sa mga high risk na, ano pa, kumbaga, bearing game pa, no? Na ginagawa. Pero hindi na ako nagtaka kung si Raigen yun. Kasi, seeing Raigen use this at champions, parang mas flexible siya. Ano, bumalik talaga lahat eh. And, actually, di ako magtataka kung lalabas siya bigla ng ASOL pagdating sa playoffs. Kaso ang tanong, actually gusto ko na makita yung magiging resulta ng groups natin eh. Para somehow magkaroon na tayo ng idea kung sino-sino yung magtatapat sa playoff. Pero syempre, kailangan muna natin tapos yung group stage, no?
Yeah.
Meron pa tayong mga natitirang mga laban. And we'll see it on the following days.
8-0 and 2 on Lara 1.
Grabe.
Chessman 1.
Sobrang,
And highest damage dealt as well.
sobrang consistent lang din talaga maglaro. Eh, no? Ever since. Ito yung tipong player na ang i-expect mo lang sa kanya is it's either lamang siya or stalemate yung lane.
Yeah.
Never siya yung player na parang hindi mo makikita na sobrang ma-behind sa game. Lagi. Kahit nung dati pa. Di ba? Play Loud
MVP.
Esports pa lang.
Oh!
Di ba?
Play Loud Esports.
Di ba?
Oh,
Ganun talaga ang galawan dito ng isang larawan. Chessman 1. Kita-kita nga natin dito. KDA 802 with that 71% skill participation. Ayan, dami kasi nagkaganapan dun eh.
Napa-nostalgia ako bigla kasi binanggit mo yung Play Loud Esports kasi yung laban nila I think laban nila yung unang game na nakast ko ever sa isang
Laban nila? Anong tour na yun?
sa creator tournament lang kay Chloe Buffs.
Ah,
Yung origin story ko ng
sa-
casting
Oo.
July 2020.
Uy, grabe. Ba't lumuluha ka?
Simida.
Simida.
Tapos andun si Lara.
Oo
Yan.
nga. So, parang iba yung connection nyo nito dalawa. Eh.
Mga may number 1 talaga eh.
May number 1. Dapat mag-giyang 1 gaming ka na.
Ayun
Yeah.
na.
Ano ba?
Rebrand daw. Basta gaming 1.
Oh, giyang gaming.
Para matching kayo. I mean, it is no doubt, Chessman is really good at playing, so you're really good at casting. So dapat may one ka.
Yun.
tama,
Dadamayan ko na si Chinese 1, saka si Ichansor 1.
But, of course, going back to the game, of course, this means that Soft Moves is going to be going further in the tournament, and unfortunately, this is the end for Near End. But of course, it is just here for Split 1 kasi may Split 2 pa. If they want to come back, they can just register again on July 6 for anyone who's interested. But of course, before we get into anything else, we want to hear from our winning team. So let's see what we have in the interview box today.
Oh!
Okay.
Grabe naman.
Grabe.
Oo.
Ayan, congratulations, Chessman 1. I think, Coach Rek, ikaw na.
Unang
You
tanong.
first.
First of all, syempre, congratulations dyan kay Chessman. Grabe, no? Nakakamiss na makita yung, mukhang masarap ang pagkain dyan sa Cavite. Taga Cavite to, di ba? Alam ko taga
Cavite?
Cavite ka, di ba? Rinig ba?
Hindi, po, choppy lang. Paulit na lang po.
Chubby. Oo,
Sorry.
chubby ka nga ngayon. Chubby ka.
Ay, grabe.
Chubby na si Chessman 1. So, ang unang kong tanong sa
Sige
inyo, ang tawag dito, kayo yung team na parang pinaka-flexible or hindi takot gumamit ng mga champions ng mga bagong champions. Like sabihin na nating off-meta champions Ang tanong ko, ano ba to? Pre-practice nyo ba sa mga scrims ninyo ito mga champions to or parang hit of the moment lang na parang bigla sasabihin ni Raigen, bakit dito yung Singe? Bakit dito yung Lilia? Bakit dito yung Gragas? At paano yung paano nyo napag-decide yung mga ganun draft?
Bali, nagtitiwala na lang kami sa gusto i-pick ni Ken. Kaya, ayun. Di na namin siya dinadoubt. Kasi kahit nung nag-sync siya, ang dami niya talaga nagagawang na buy time sa amin.
Totoo yan. Actually, yung Singe niya na yun, di ba nung in-interview natin si Tactical nun, sabi ni Tactical, yung siege kasi. So parang, and nung pinanood ko yung video na yun, talagang hindi niya hiniwalayan si Tactical na eh. So yung sabihin, hindi nyo planado talaga, depende na lang kung ano yung papasok dun sa draft.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ganda nun.
Okay.
Oo.
Matapang to team na to. Gusto ko to. Unpredictable to mga ganito team.
Eto, importanteng question to. Kasi history ng...
Parang
ng
mainit
guild.
na, kinakabahan
Yeah.
ako sa tanong ko
History ng guild coming from even last year ganyan, even years before na peak pa ng guild niya ng TSK and such. So much support, so much kumaga polar opposites din naman eh. May support, may parang doubters din. Ngayon nandito na kayo, you have secured your spot as well into the next stage ng Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open. Anong pinaka nilook forward mo na mangyari dito? And anong gusto mong sabihin sa mga, syempre, yung mga nagsusuporta pa rin sa inyo?
Ayun nga, thank you sa mga nagsusupport sa amin. Syempre, lalo na sa TSKR, tapos sa girlfriend ko, family, like, syempre, sabi ko sa kanila, kaya namin mag top 8 eh. Tiwala lang.
So ngayon, top 8 na kayo. Anong susunod na goal ninyo?
Top 4 naman.
Top 4 naman? Oo,
Top
parang
four.
one step at a
And
time.
Champion.
Champion.
Right. Of
Yan,
course.
yan.
And you know, of course, that trip to Korea, of course, yung chance to represent the Philippines. I really hope na you guys have a deep run dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open Split 1. And of course, before everything, I think you already asked yung message to supporters. Pero I wanna ask, ano yung game plan nyo to secure the win? Like all the way to the end?
Magandang draft lang talaga dapat, tsaka disiplina. Kasi last time na nagto-tournament kami, wala talaga kaming disiplina sa laro eh.
Okay, no selfish plays or anything. Basta, I don't think,
Basta as a team, yung galawan
Yeah.
ninyo.
And
Respeto shot call, no?
exactly. I think even dito sa game nila, you could really see yung macro, the way they push together and these team fights, you can really see yung teamwork. So, I think it's working out well so far and we're really hoping na it continues sa buong tournament run nyo dito sa Wild Round. So, congratulations again, Chessman1, and see you sa next games nyo.
Yan, no? Grabe. Totoo pinagano
Wow.
natin siya, no?
Dapat everyone.
Oh, everyone.
Dapat tayo may fade away din eh.
Oo.
True.
dapat- Yun ang
Before we end today, okay, dapat W's in the
fade
chat.
out. Dapat
okay?
sa chat.
Tapos fade
May
yung
fade
ano
out transition ba tayo?
Oo,
May-
yan.
Okay,
Din dapat.
may mga 2 minutes to prepare on
Oo,
fade out
yan.
transition.
Finisher yung front! Nahirapan pa.
Direct turn. Direct turn.
Bumalik.
Oh.
Go check. Parang it's coming out
Ay,
again.
lumalabas na. Oh my gosh, Bebs.
Pero-
Hindi, wag na. Baka matuluyan ako, Revi, ah.
Oh my God! Parang you nailed it talaga. It's so good. It's so good. Pero of course, that is gonna be the end here of week 3, day number 2. Huy.
Uy, sorry,
see that. I see that. Guys, nasa broadcast tayo.
Ay, sorry.
But of course, that is gonna be it for week 3, day number 2. Of course, we had very, it might have been a shorter day, pero very, very exciting games. And you could really see 2 teams that really showed why they are the best of the best. And of course, we still have a few more weeks left of Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open. But of course, thoughts on the day?
Swift, insightful,
Wow.
pero always a nice experience to watch and witness our players as grow. And we also get to hear their thoughts as well, yung mga insights nila sa game nila, what they are looking forward. We get to just witness their progression all around the tournament. Saka maganda rin may announcement kaagad sa mga natalo, mga ganun, gusto mag-try again. July 6.
That's
That
right.
was the date.
Malapit na. Magjo-July na. It's
Magjo-July
what,
6 na.
3 days till July, until 30. Basta,
Kumbaga, parang
almost a week.
may oras pa kayo para mag-re-roster. Ay, agay.
He said that. No.
Hindi, eto, gusto lang share kasi parang meron ako mga naririnig na parang mga balita. Kaya, kumbaga preview lang na parang yung ibang teams parang okay, mas nakilala na natin yung isa't isa. And that's the beauty of competitive eh. Kasi, ang goal nyo na talaga dito manalo eh. And for them to like build a new team before coming into wild rounds. Parang hindi pa sila magkakakilala. And this time, mas nakikilala nila yung isa't isa
True.
based on sa performance nila. So parang sila, parang mas gusto ko yung galaw ni ganito.
I mean,
Parang ganon.
I think to add also, and
Oh.
this is no hard feelings or anything, right? Kasi the Philippine Wild Rift scene, we have so many talented players, so it's no surprise if may re-rosters ever for Split 2. Kasi at the end of the day, you want to find who you have chemistry with, and eto, also joining things like this, pati yung mga community tournaments natin, you can get scouted, find people who like your playstyle, or if you like their playstyle, pwede ka mag-apply or anything like that.
And take note, marami pa tayong mga magagaling na players na walang team na hindi sumali sa Wild Rift Pilipinas Open.
Exactly. So you never know what we might be seeing, and of course,
Spicy, no? Spicy.
diba, ang spicy ng Split 1, we might even get spicier things for Split 2. But of course, I think that is gonna be it for today. Thank you guys once again for watching us dito sa Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open live from Serial Kitten Studios. Once again, my name is Pixco together with Gian Gaming and Coach Reckmeister, and we will see you next week for more
Okay,
Wild Rounds Pilipinas Open.
Blue team champion.